Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This is just a pop-up live that I decided to do today because I got a little time. I got time today. It's fight day. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. It's fight day. Let's go. And a couple things have transpired the last couple hours since I talked to y'all last time, but I really ain't got much to say. I'm about to drop the link. We're just gonna come on here chit chat. Now, legitimately, I plan on being on here for 1 hour, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You probably should never say that out loud. You're gonna be on here for 1 hour because it never work out that way. But for real though, I gotta go grocery shopping. I got laundry I need to do. I really do got stuff I should be doing, but I'm just procrastinating and hopping on this live real quick because it's fight day. You know what I'm saying? It's fight day. I see the numbers ticking up quick. Y'all already on the internet. I was looking around for it live to get on and hop on the panel, but I ain't see one. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and go live real quick for a little while because I'm sure if I'm looking for somewhere to go, it's other people looking for somewhere to go. So let me make somewhere for people to go. And I see y'all in the building. So what's going on? Rich say, I have a question. What's your question, Rich? And let me shout out to the people that coming through with the support early. They coming through with the support early. We got Todd Drakeford in the building. Huge supporter to the channel. Todd Drakeford with the $1.99 in the super chat. She says, happy fight night. Happy fight night, Todd Drakeford. Thank you for the $1.99. Shout out Rich on the panel. What's going on, Rich?
What's up?
All right, hold on, Rich. Let me get this last super chat because look, they before I even came on the screen, they was already supporting the channel. Listen, I don't think y'all understand how much that means to me when y'all support the channel. Just every time I get a super chat or somebody support the channel, I just think back to a time to where I'll be on this live, pretty much talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's 10, 15 people in the comments, but it was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Miss Barbara D, another huge supporter to the channel with the, hold on. $5 in the super chat. She says, "Happy Fight Day, 2 cents in chat." Thank you, Miss Barbara D, for the $5. For the $5 in the super chat. I hope all is well with you, Ty. I hope all is well with you too. And then we got another super chat. Shout out to Sports Heaven with the $4.99 in the super chat. Says absolutely nothing, just help us support the channel. Thank you. I really appreciate the support for the channel. And when I started this, I was just like, I'm gonna hop on here, I'm gonna say what I got to say. People gonna listen and like it or they not. I never imagined that I would receive so much love from the YouTube boxing community. I never thought that so many people would be interested in my thoughts and the way I think and the stuff I think about boxing. I'm so grateful for everybody that's part of the 2 Cent community. I'm so grateful for everybody that support the channel. Like we damn near friends on here. We talk damn near every day. We buddies up here. Shout out Ty Drake for in the building. What's going on, Ty?
Happy Fight Day, everyone.
Happy Fight Day. Rich, what's your question? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I really want to bring this to when the live people come up, but I want to know what Tank mean, right? You remember when he said, when he was saying, they trying to cash out Shakur? You remember that?
Yeah.
You know what that mean, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what it means.
What it mean to you?
Well, to me, and let me tell you why I think this, right? I heard Shakur talking in the interview. I can't remember exactly what interview it was, but I think he was just talking about his hands, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but he was just saying like, something about his hands and getting them right, and something about being able to fight and do this until he's not able to do it anymore.
Right.
And I seen the emotion in his face, and it made me think like his time is kind of running out with those hands, because if you haven't noticed, he's literally injuring his hands every fight. And then he just had the surgery. So it's usually once an athlete gets a surgery, in my opinion, especially a high competing athlete, their career usually takes a turn. Especially when you having surgery on your hands and you got to punch. So I think what Tank was saying when he said that was like, they kind of been posturing with my name, using it to build Shakur and promote his fights and shit. But now they're being more aggressive with it because he's towards the end. They're trying to cash him out. They want to try to hurry up and put him in the ring with me before he's not able to fight anymore. That's what I got from it.
All right. I got the same thing besides the hand part. I got what Tank trying to say is that they try and hurry up and cash him out because he's boring, he's this, that, and third. So they try and send him to the wolves. They try and send him to me. Exactly on Tank, right? So if Tank's saying they trying to do all that, so where we getting that Shakur ducking? Because he's clearly saying that they trying to send him to me.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Well,
if you say if I say you trying to send me to the wolves, you get what I'm saying? Like
this is the ducking thing. I don't think I'm gonna let you go, Ty. Let me answer real quick, and then I'm gonna let you get your 2 cents off, Ty. I don't think Shakur is ducking. Me personally, I don't think Shakur is ducking. Right? I think that it's just not the right time right now, and he does need to get his hands probably the best way he could possibly get them before he fights Tank. Now the ducking and okay, let me break it down. Like you got YouTube boxing community speak, and then you got common sense and logical thinking speak, right? In the YouTube boxing community language, he ducking because Tank allegedly sent him some and offered him some. He turned it down to go do something else and all that.
Wait,
but hold on, let me finish. Some people saying that's a duck. That's not a duck. That's just business and me doing what I got to do to secure my bag, take care of my family, and get myself together until I'm able to fight. But since you had Shakur Stevenson calling Tank a duck, now his fan base is calling, it's just kind of going back and forth.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
it couldn't been no duck if he ain't never said nothing, and it's clearly that Tank saying he ain't never said nothing when he's saying that they trying to that they trying to cash out on him. So if I'm telling your team, yeah, y'all just want him to fight me because y'all trying to cash out on him, that mean I gotta answer the call. Tank ain't never answered the call yet. You get what I'm trying to say?
No, I feel you. But go ahead, Ty. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
So back to what he was asking, like, why do he think that Tank said they're trying to cash him out? For a number of reasons for me, because Shakur doesn't really sell like that. They probably lose money on some of his fights. They know his hands aren't really in the best of health. to actually get one of those really high profile fights like a Tank Davis, or even I would say to fight like maybe even Keyshawn, or somebody that he knows is going to kind of apply pressure. His hands aren't stable enough to kind of keep them off of him. Stick the jab back, these niggas off me. His hands aren't really going to be able to hold up to that with those kind of fighters. And so that's what I think they mean, like what I think Tank meant when he's like cash him out. And as far as like them calling each other out back and forth, no, there was never an offer sent, but I do believe that there were conversations. And then I think his hand situation may have come up in those conversations. Like, so maybe he's not ducking per se, but I do think that they are trying to hold that fight off as long as humanly possible until his hands do get to where he is not so brittle. Maybe.
Nah, but I see that's why I was just asking. I understand all the stuff that Tank was saying when he's saying they try and cash him out. I understand that. I'm just saying if they trying to cash him out so bad or whatever, if you know that they've been trying to send Shakur at you and all that stuff, why you ain't make the fight yet?
Well, that's why I said there was conversations.
Let me explain to Rich what cash out mean. Could also be meaning also. No. Wait. Let me finish. Let me talk.
No.
Because this is what it also could mean. Cash out, right? Shakur Stevenson went to sign with Matchroom, right? He having issues with his hands. Let me go to Matchroom. Let me fight some Euro bums over here, for lack of a better word, and get to these easy bags over here. That's also being cashed out, right? So let me go over here. Let me get these easy bags, 2-3 fights, whatever I got going on with Eddie Hearn. And hopefully within that process, my hands have gotten better. And now I'm able to go and make this big fight with Tank, which is the ultimate cash out. So as of right now, I'm finna keep going at him. I'm gonna keep talking because I'm building this up, right? Like we gotta build a fight. So we're gonna build this up, right? And then I'm gonna go and get my biggest fight. Does that make sense?
What I think Tank really meant was Tank was meaning that Matchroom, whatever his promoters, Jay Prince, whoever it is, they trying to cash him out, meaning that they can't make that much money off of him for real. So now they try to cash him out with a big fight. And the only big fight that's in that weight class is Tank. And the only big fight that they all gonna get paid good is with Tank. So that's why Tank said basically.
But let me ask you a question, Rich.
Wait, hold on. That's why Tank said basically, y'all see what he's based on. Y'all see what they trying to do. They trying to cash his ass out basically because they getting tired of him. He's boring. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. He's not making them no money. So they trying to cash him out with me. And I'm
let me ask you a question.
So now I'm looking at from Tank point of view, like if they trying to cash you out with Tank, then that means what have you done? That means you ain't answered the call then, basically.
All right, let me say this.
Let me say this.
Shout out Sports Heaven on the panel.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, sister?
Let me respond to Rick. Sports. Get your 2 cents off Sports Heaven, then I'm gonna let you go because I see you unmuting the mic. This is what you got to understand, Rich. I don't give a damn if they trying to cash you out. I don't give a damn if your fight is boring. I don't have to answer to your call to rescue you and bail you out. This is my thinking though. If I'm in Tank's position, I don't know what Tank thinking, but this is what I would be thinking. I don't gotta rush and jump and hurry up and try to fight.
Listen, I know I understand everything that you saying. I understand that. But what I'm saying is if he's saying that they doing that,
brother.
Wait, hold on. If he's saying that they doing that, that means it has been talks. It has been talks and conversations about them fighting. So who's really ducking who? If he just admitted to them pushing the fight, he's basically admitting that Matchroom Eddie Hearn and them is pushing the fight. He said they trying to cash him out.
But they can't push anything.
He said now. They're pushing it now. That's what he said.
Yeah, and listen, Tank don't have to do nothing. I don't have to respond to you. I don't
he ain't gotta do shit. You right. He don't gotta do nothing.
And that don't mean I'm ducking either. It doesn't mean I'm ducking either. Sports Heaven, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
All right, thanks for letting me come on. Let me say this. Let me ask you something, brother Rich. Yeah. Who you think win that fight between Shakur and Tank?
I got Shakur winning.
Yeah, I figured you did. Let me say this. And he could. I could see that fight being close either way on the scorecard. I could see Tank knocking him out for sure. And I could also see on the low, and then I think this is what, a lot of Tank, and I love Tank. He's my favorite fighter. But the truth is, I could see him working that jab and getting that eyeball swollen. and might surprise the world and just really do some work on that eye. But let me tell you what it really boils down to, brother, is that at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn, not Eddie Hearn's, Leonard Ellaby, you're probably not gonna like this. Leonard Ellaby said last year that a lot of times fans they want these fights, and unfortunately, it don't go how it's gonna go, how they think it's gonna go. For example, Tank outclassed Ryan, stopped him, made him look like he didn't even belong in the ring with him. Then a year later, Ryan made Haney look like he didn't belong in the ring with him. So come to find out that Tank made Ryan look like a B level, C level fighter, but yet and still that same fighter made Haney look like, wow, he's not ready for that type of force. So, then we also just look at, and you called this 2 cents because the David Benavidez, you called it, it went pretty much how you said it too, sister. I want to give you credit for that.
Appreciate
Morrell,
it.
a lot of people was, and I was one of them, and he did show in the fight where we was talking about, but ultimately when it came down to it, everybody made such a big deal out the Morrell fight, it didn't go down like that. So like Leonard Ellerby said, a lot of times people be pushing this narrative like these fights, he's ducking. No, them kids ain't ready for Tank. Shakur running from when he fought the Latino brother, he spent 12 rounds running from him. He not ready
All
for
right,
Tank.
all right. Let me say something.
Go
Styles
ahead,
makes
brother.
fights. First of all, I'm not gonna say that because Ryan beat Devin on steroids on whatever
Well,
drug
no,
he
no,
was
no, no,
on.
no. We ain't gonna do
I'm
that.
not gonna put that. I'm not gonna put none of that together until they
He
fight
beat the
again.
brakes off of him on
That
steroids.
I ain't gonna judge that fight. I don't like none of them, but I'm not gonna judge that fight
You
because
brought it
he
up,
got
brother.
coached. He got coached. I never brought up Ryan and Devin Haney.
No, you just did just now. I'm saying you brought up the steroid thing. Don't bring up the steroid. He beat the brake. That was a stylistical bad matchup for Haney because Haney likes to reach when he throw his
I'm not
jab.
going. Like I
Yeah,
said,
it was a bad styling.
I'm not going to agree
You
with
brought it
none of
up
that
though,
stuff.
brother.
Hold
Okay.
on, y'all. Cap in the back. It says your camera and your microphone is not connected, so you might have to go back out and come back in. Hold on, we got 2 new members to the panel. Hey, it's cracking today. Y'all was
Hey,
looking for a
why
lot
you
to
mad,
hop on.
Toya? What's up, girl?
What's up? Why you mad, Toya? What's up, Terrence? Best videos in the building.
What's going on to the chat? Hey,
All right, I'm gonna let Sports Haven and Rich finish their back and forth. I'm gonna
No,
let
what?
Ty go, and then I'm gonna let Why You Mad Toya and Terrence Best Videos get their 2 cents off. Y'all finish it up.
All I'm basically saying is styles make fights. I'm not gonna sit here and say because Javante beat Ryan that Ryan beat
But
Devin
that's not
that
what I'm trying to say, brother. I don't want you to
Javante
miss.
could
I
beat
respect
up
what you,
both of them niggas
brother. I
and
don't
all
want.
that
I
stuff.
apologize because I know it's rude for what I'm doing right now. So don't hold me to it. I apologize, but I don't. I want to be clear. I understand that concept of styles make fights, but I don't want you to take that and make that what I'm saying. I'm not making it sound like that. I'm saying the bottom line is that Devin Haney reaches, and see, this is what I'm getting at when I get in. It's not about styles. It's about being ready. Devin Haney likes to reach when he throw his jab. Devin Haney likes to mix it up. He don't have an identity. The Shakur does. I give Shakur that credit. That's why I think the fight is 50-50. But Devin likes to reach, and when you reach against somebody, Ryan likes to throw that quick right hook, that quick white, that quick hand that will catch you with that. So he stylistically was a bad matchup for Haney. It ain't about who beat who. It's just about that. It does. You can talk about steroids all you want. He gonna knock Haney out the next time they fight.
I don't think he's gonna beat him again.
definitely.
I don't think so.
All
Well, the
right,
way
all
he
right.
beat him, his
Put
father
money
should
on
have threw
that.
the towel in. His father should
Huh?
have
Ty,
threw
did
the
you
towel
hold on, y'all? Hold on, Ty. Did you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to basically say to Rich, I get what you're saying about, it's going to be different between Shakur and Tank. I just want you to answer these questions realistically.
What?
The first question is, what do you think Shakur possesses that will keep Tank off his ass in that ring?
in.
What you think he is? See, Shakur is more of a he's
Oh,
smart in the ring.
That ain't what
I
she
don't know
asked
how to
you, brother.
explain to you. He's smarter than
I know you don't know how to explain it. Tell her what she asked you, brother.
Hey, Holmes, let me talk to her real quick.
I
Like
don't
let
think you
me.
got no answer, Rich. I don't think you got no
I
answer.
listen because you know why I really don't got no answer because nobody never took advantage of Shakur in the ring. If that was the game plan so badly, then why nobody did it yet?
That Latino
Okay, let me
brother
ask
did, but he
how
ran
many,
Like,
how
from him.
many,
Latino
how
brother,
many, how many,
Latino brother
how many
landed
pressure,
the least
how
punches
many
ever in
pressure
the boxing
fighters,
fight
how many
against
pressure
the
fighters
champion.
punchers has Shakur fought though? How many fighters has he fought with that style is the question. I know people like, who have you seen him beat like Tank? And you say, oh, he ain't fought nobody like Tank. Okay, cool. How many fighters have you seen him fight with that style? The
What
pressure
style?
style,
Like,
power punchers, high knockout percentage ratios. Who
but
have you seen him fight with
he
that?
fought a lot of punches that throw way more punches than
No,
Tank,
brother.
you know,
Name
But
one.
that's not the point.
Name
I,
one.
we can name Valdez. He one of them.
Valdez is not a
Valdez ain't
pressure
got no
power
power.
puncher.
He ain't got no power. He
He's
got
not a
power.
boxer
Valdez
puncher.
got a lot of
No, he
power.
ain't got power. They ain't got none. He
Valdez is
all
not
right.
a boxer puncher, bro.
He
How
hit
many
all
boxer
right.
punchers has he fought?
He ain't really fighting no boxing punches.
Okay, so
Exactly.
then that leads me to my second
So
question.
who?
Who has he
Wait,
fought that would get him ready for a Tank?
Who has Tank fought that get him ready for
That's
Shakur?
not the
Why you keep doing the
question.
I
same
just
thing?
asked.
Frank
Okay,
Martin.
we could do that, but answer my
Martin.
questions first. We could do that,
Not,
but just answer my questions first. So my first
I'm not.
question was, what does he have that will keep Tank off his ass? And my second question was, who has he fought that would get him ready to face a guy like Tank?
First of all, Shakur control distance. Second is IQ, probably way ahead of Tank.
It's
But
That's
not.
all I'm
Shakur
gonna say.
doesn't
I'm
know
gonna
how
keep
to
it like
cut
that. He
off points
control
for him.
distance and
Way
his
ahead.
IQ. It's
Way
his
ahead.
IQ ahead of Tank
It's not, bro.
in the
It's
ring.
not.
How?
It's
We
not.
gonna
Hold
see
on,
when
hold
this
on,
fight
hold
happens.
on, hold on. Let me get why you mad Toya get her 2 cents off in Terrence Bet videos,
My
and we're gonna
bad. I
come
ain't mean.
back. Go ahead, why you mad Toya? I know you've been up here waiting.
Yeah, my bad. I agree with everything Ty saying, but I want you to break down the IQ of Shakur.
And his defense.
I just want to hit the IQ part first, but then
His
defense
IQ.
too. But
I
break down
mean, look
IQ.
at his fights. I'm not gonna break it down. Look at his fights.
No. You have to
Look
explain.
at his
I go to sleep early. So
look
can you
at
hear
his
me from where
fights.
I'm at?
I think she
Name
cooking you,
name.
brother. I think she's cooking you. You doing
She
every
not.
question.
Wait. She not cooking me
Every
because
question she asks you, you doing a
she
booger leg
not cooking
shuffle
me.
though.
All I'm saying is I
You
got
booger leg
Shakur winning
shuffle.
against him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I ain't
but
saying nothing else. I'm saying I got Shakur beating
okay.
him. I'm not
My
saying nothing bad about Tank. I said I got Shakur beating
No,
him.
that's
What is
cool.
you
Listen.
cooking?
Let's
He's
because
not cooking
let me
nothing.
get this. Let me put a public
I got
statement
him
out
winning.
on this. Hold on, Rich. Just because
Right.
I feel like a fighter is better and could beat another fighter, that's not hating, y'all. Like y'all gotta grow up and mature. I'm not talking about
Facts.
nobody on here. It's just a public service announcement for the people listening in the replay. Just because I feel like a fighter can beat another fighter, I'm not hating, y'all. If I think that Shakur Stevenson can beat Tank Davis, or if I think that Tank Davis can beat Shakur Stevenson, I'm not hating.
Yeah, I think Shakur could beat
can
him.
I
And
can
I'm
I
standing on it, and I'm
ask?
All right,
placing
go
bets
ahead,
when that
Toya.
fight
Go ahead,
happens.
Toya. Go
That's
ahead,
what I'm
Toya.
saying.
Finish
Okay,
up, Toya.
so since you cannot break down Shakur's IQ, let me break down Tank's IQ. The way Tank set up shots, that's IQ. Everybody got this misconception.
Oh, you went out, Toya. Come
Talks
back.
about
Come back.
I
and
can't hear you.
shots. He's rolling punches. He's not getting hit. He's blocking punches off his arms, off his glove. In the Frank Martin fight, he had a little red mark by his cheek. That's because he was blocking Frank Martin's punches. So his glove was because his guard was up. He had that high guard that when Frank
Yeah.
was throwing shots, that it was bouncing off the glove and hitting Tank face. It wasn't hitting like literally hitting him like a punch. You understand?
Sister,
So
let me
that's
let me
IQ. Then again, the way he
sister,
sets up shots.
Don't
sister,
cut
let
her
me
Right.
off. Let her
sister,
finish.
let me add to this, sister, and I'm gonna shut
No,
Let
my
her
mouth.
wait.
finish.
Hold on. Let her finish. Who is that talking? Let her finish. And then we got Terrence Best videos. And we got two new people on the panel. We
Go
got
ahead while you
Fight
mad, Toya.
Sports Talk, my New Zealand buddy. And we got Cap in the building. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for joining the panel today.
Go ahead while
For
you
sure.
mad.
Thanks, Christine. Good weekend.
So
Why
All right,
you
go
mad,
ahead.
Toya? Go ahead.
Why you mad?
okay, so like I was previously stating, like that's again the IQ of Tank is because like the misconceptions that he's losing earlier rounds, but if you have a high level eye, you can see he's not.
Toya, you went out.
You keep going in and out, Toya, but let me finish what I think she was going with this.
No,
Tank has
let
the
me,
ability to
sister.
set traps.
No,
Let
hold
me
on,
say,
hold on, y'all.
Let her go. Let her go.
Let me let Terrence go.
Well,
Why
I'm
you
on.
mad, Toya? When you come back in, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead, Terrence.
Okay,
Best videos. Oh, you back? Go ahead, Toya.
yeah, I think I'm back. Okay, I'm finna wrap it up after this. So yeah, and the Frank Martin fight is also I always go back to that because I always go to the latest fight, like the way he set up the shot for the knockout. That was such a cold knockout that didn't nobody even see the uppercut that stunned Frank in the first place. They just saw when he came with the left hand, but you didn't see that how he hit him with the uppercut first. He was right in his face, and then he high guard up, right uppercut, then the left hand. So that is another thing of ring IQ. How Shakur does not have that, because if he was so able, if he was by him not having power, he should be able to set up shots to where he can get them off a little bit more efficiently. And that's just stepping back is not really defense, because against a Tank has an ability to cut off the ring. So as he's stepping back, he can throw a straight left, and it's going to catch Shakur. He's going to tumble back, because all he's doing is stepping back. He's not stepping to the side. He's not rolling punches. He's not doing none of that. He's just going back in a straight line. You understand? So if he throw a straight right and a straight left, because Tank got power in both hands, he's going to knock Shakur out. That's how I see Tank's IQ is very much so above Shakur's, but that's all I have to say.
Shout out to Why You Mad Toya with the hold on. Shout out to Why You Mad Toya with the excellent analysis. Listen, y'all come on over here to 2 Cent Boxing. Y'all gonna get that real boxing.
Can I say
talk.
something?
Shout out to all the ladies on the panel. Terrence Best Videos. What's your 2 cents? I know you've been waiting. What you got for the show?
Hating ass Terrence.
Yeah, I'm just going to obviously disagree. I mean, like I said,
and that boy said he gonna obviously disagree. Okay.
First of all, Shakur obviously hasn't fought anybody like Tank, and neither has Tank fought anybody like Shakur. And trust me, we know that Tank is typically not a guy that's a fast starter. Now, if he says that he wasn't losing these rounds, and I agree, he's not losing them on the scorecard, but to the common person looking at the fight, he's getting hit more than the other person.
That ain't what the judges say, though.
Well, I know, and I agree with you. We know what we know. Wait, we know what but we know who the star is. So of course,
no, that ain't true.
No.
Y'all let him finish. Y'all
let him finish.
Can I finish? Yeah. So let's not just talk about the scorecards here. But what I'm saying is what we know about Tank is if he's really going to try to get going around the 6th or the 7th round. What I'm saying that Tank has to either start quicker against Shakur. If he does not start quicker against Shakur, he could be down significantly going into Tank's rounds. And he likes to really get going in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and really start to pressure. And this is why I said it's selective pressure, because as the fight goes on, he starts to pressure more. But the difference between Shakur and all of these other guys he fought, Shakur is not. His conditioning is one. Unlike Frank, he's not going to get tired throughout this whole fight. He will be on point, on condition to fight 12 rounds against Tank. So when he starts to come high guard, trust me, it's going to be very difficult to catch Shakur. She says that Tank's going to catch him coming out. She could be right, but I doubt it. No one has done it yet. I've never seen it. So if you rely on the fact that he has to catch him coming, moving
that
backwards,
ain't what she said,
that could bet. I'm just saying that's what she said.
No, she didn't say she had.
Hold on, y'all. Let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm saying that's what she said. That Tank's gonna knock Shakur out. I don't think he's gonna knock Shakur out. So Tank's better start early in that fight to try to win on the scorecards as well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's cute. So Terrence,
hold on, Ty. Let me Terrence, listen, I seen this is why I say Ryan Garcia knocked Shakur Stevenson out. He's very susceptible to left hooks and left hands.
Well, why they ducking him then? Why they ducking him?
Nobody ducking him, bro.
Ryan hasn't.
Let her finish, brother. Let her finish, brother.
So anyway, yeah, he's very susceptible to the left, but I do believe that Tank Davis will drop Shakur Stevenson with a body shot, and I think it'll be because he doing that stepping straight back, and he think he's gonna be out of range, and Tank gonna cut the ring off on him and catch him trying to get out and hit him with a body shot.
Shakur is not Ryan Garcia, bro.
I know he's not Ryan Garcia.
Well, we know
and
that.
I think Ryan Garcia dropped Shakur. Cap, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show,
Cap?
Cap?
Crazy right there.
All right. I'm assuming we still talking about IQ and everything. I feel like whenever we talk about Shakur, we're forgetting that anybody who has fought Shakur has fought Shakur's fight. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, well, Tank's gonna be fighting his fight too or nothing like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that Tank's going to rush Shakur and do all these other good things and all this mess to Shakur. If Tank ain't did that to well, not no other fighter, but he don't do that to fighters that are not as good as Shakur. So the putting it out there like, oh yeah, well Tank, he's gonna press this, advantage that he got, and he gonna do
What?
all this pressure fighting and all this stuff. It don't. Where is it coming from?
It's coming from the
Tank is
reality.
what reality? Where have you
The
seen
reality
Tank
is
do
Tank
this?
like he fighting
Tank just
bums. He
sits in front of
fighting.
people. He don't. He
Listen, he
don't.
What
He
fought.
don't
Cap?
do all this
Cap.
pressure fighting.
Cap.
I'm gonna
Cap.
shut up. I'm
Cap.
gonna be
Cap.
quiet.
Let me
Let
ask you a
Tank
question.
talk.
Hold on. Hold on.
Cap is
Cap.
Cap.
Cap. How long you been watching boxing, Cap?
Oh wow.
What's a while? 5 years? 10 years?
A year.
Let's go
Oh.
with that.
He said,
How long?
yeah.
Let's go with that. 5 years, 10 years. Let's go with that.
Bruh, is it 5 years or 10? Why you can't just tell me how long you been watching boxing?
I don't know what. Okay. I've been watching boxing since 2018.
Okay. And so you feel like Tank just stand there? I mean, people they just get in the ring and then they just stand there?
I feel like Tank is not going. He's not going out there and throwing 20, 35,
He's not no
45
Aaron
punches
Pryor.
around.
That's what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
He
Listen,
He
don't
ain't no
need to
Marvin
though.
he
Hagler.
not.
He
He
not no
Hold on,
Aaron
y'all. Let
Pryor.
him
He's
when
not
you
no
finish.
talk
Let him
about
professional
finish.
pressure,
fighter.
when we talk about pressure,
He's
yeah,
not.
I mean, if
You
you're
know
gonna
what he's
talk
trying to
about
say.
cutting off the
Hold
ring and
on. Let him
everything like
finish.
that, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Tank is good at all these things. Tank is a very, very good fighter. He's a patient fighter. All of that counts. I'm saying that when we talk about this pressure, Shakur don't just back up from
Yes,
people
he
who do
does.
not
He
throw
did it
punches.
against the
You have
Latino
never
brother.
seen this. If you don't throw a punch, Shakur is not going to back up.
He did
If
it
you
against the
throw a punch,
Latino brother that hit hard.
what Latino
You know
brother?
he's
You
saying
talking
the
about
wrong
All right,
Valdez?
person,
hold
man.
on. All right,
Not
Cap.
Talking
Valdez.
Okay.
about
Not
Dos
Hold on, hold
Valdez.
on, hold on,
Santos.
hold on,
Bringing
hold
up this
on.
I'm
one
sorry,
Dos
sir. I'm
person.
Hold
Santos.
sorry,
on,
Two
y'all. Hold on, panel.
Out of
Let him
all the
All
fights,
finish.
you
right.
bringing up one
Fight
person.
Fight
Dos
Sports Talk. What's
Santos.
your 2 cents? What you got for the show, Fight Sports?
Okay.
Out of one person.
Yeah, like when I was on yesterday, I said that the Shakur Tank fight can go either way. And with Shakur, of course, there are signs that he is similar to a young Floyd and a
That's a
Pernell
lot.
Whitaker, but I brought up examples that he's not those guys, and I don't think he's going to go undefeated for umpteen years because a couple of things. One, he backs up to the ropes far easier than Floyd does. He doesn't pivot off when he needs to as smoothly as Whitaker or Floyd. And again, he looks scared to death of getting hit. And when Tank needs to put the pressure on, which he often, excuse me, he often does because he's small, he can do that. And yeah, Shakur, he doesn't. He's a defensive guy who throws no more than he needs to, and that is something which Tank. He's not going to have to worry about Shakur's powers. So yeah, I think the fight is super competitive, and Tank. I said that yeah, he doesn't pressure like Chavez Senior, but he doesn't need to. And with a Shakur again looking like somebody who really doesn't like to get hit. I don't know if he'll respond like Floyd did to Maidana because again with slick boxers you need to pressure him. And Floyd, I thought he lost to Castillo the first time, but he dealt with the adversity well. Plus he was injured. And against Maidana, I think I upset a few people yesterday when I brought that example up. I didn't think he lost to Maidana. It's just aside from De La Hoya and Mosley with those two right hands, the guys who had the most success against Floyd were guys who pressured him. And Tank will pressure Shakur, which is most people don't pressure Shakur. They get caught in the thinking distance. And I don't think Tank Davis is going to do that. Tank's IQ is better, I think, than a lot of guys Shakur has fought, which is why I want to see the fight.
Okay.
All right,
I
all right.
think
Hold on.
White
Hey,
Man
two,
Toy had a question.
Let me say this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to Why You Mad Toy. I'm gonna pose
hey,
the
2
question.
cents.
Hold on, Rich. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna pose the question to the panel, right? And I want y'all to think about it. And I'm gonna say what's up to everybody, and then we're gonna come back and I want y'all to go around the panel and answer the question. Why You Mad Toya? What you got? What's up?
Oh, the guy who just was speaking, that was a great breakdown of how Shakur and I don't know if you said he was like anything like Floyd.
Thank you very much. But what I said was I said Shakur has this. There are things he does that makes him look like a young Floyd and Pernell Whitaker, but I said he's not those guys.
Yeah. I agree with that because that's the pivoting and the like off the ropes too. That was great. I like how you broke that down. Like I don't even know why they study comparing Shakur to Floyd because he's nothing like it.
Engages.
But what I was gonna say about I think someone said something about Tank standing right in front of Shakur. I don't believe he's gonna do that. Tank got some of the best feet in boxing. I'm not just glazing. Like his feet work is really great. Like if you pay attention to how he moves in the ring, like I say, the Frank Martin fight was a great display of how he was moving everywhere Frank go. He was very quick. He didn't let him get out of range. So the distance that Shakur could try to keep, Tank is going to be able to keep up with that because his feet. If he places his feet in certain positions, he's going to be in positions to throw.
You went away.
Touch Shakur. That's what I believe. My phone, like it keep, like I got an iPhone. I don't know, like when I'm not touching the screen, it just go dark. So, yeah, like the feet. I think Tank feet has some of the great feet in boxing. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't believe he's going to stand right there. He's going to follow Shakur all around. He's great at cutting off the ring. And like I say, when Shakur gets clipped by those punches, Padley actually hitting him with some shots in that fight. If you was really paying attention, and those same shots by power punches, he's not like Shakur has never been hit. He's scared to engage. Don't know what kind of chin he has. We didn't see.
He don't have one.
Tank has been tested.
Pure speculation.
Can I talk?
I mean,
Hold on. Let me say what's up to Hold on. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat, and then we go the panel.
Hold on, Tucson. I thought you were gonna give us your question first.
Oh, I wanted everybody to go around the panel, and I want you to let me know how you think the fight will go. So that's the question. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat, and then I'm gonna ask everybody how y'all think the fight gonna go. We got Ty Drakeford in the building. Of course, she on the panel. What's up? We got MK9 in the building. Miss Barbara D in the building. Shout out Miss Barbara D. We got D-Town Funk in the building. That's my homie. We go way, way back. We got Big Bob Gunn in the building. We got Pow Punder NW in the building. All things, what's up? We got Vibella Buttes in the building. What's going on? We got Rich in the building. What's up, Rich? Sports Heaven in the building. Of course, he up here on the panel rocking with me. We got Hector Solis in the building. We got Dion. What's going on, Dion? Oh, my homie Hannibal. My favorite troll in the building. What's going on, Hannibal? Fareed in the building. We got Milan. What's going on, Milan? Cappin, don't give a AF. What's up, Cappin? Big Block in the building. What's going on, Big Block? We got Why You Mad Toya in the building. Of course, she up here on the panel kicking the great analysis. We got Teach in the building. What's up, Teach? How y'all doing on this fight day? My homie 2 Cents in the building. We got Aunt McQueen in the building. What's going on, Aunt McQueen? What's going on? Happy fight day. We got In the Building Boxing in the building. Opulent LD in the building. GM. What's going on, GM? The homie. Let me see who else we got. We got Flawless Mentality Elevation hosted by Dr. Mark in the building. What's going on, Dr. Mark? I believe that's everybody. Ramon in the building. What's going on, Ramon? We got David in the building. What's up, David? Boss Hog Boxing, the homie. What's up, Boss Hog? Don't click the link. Come on up. Get in on this analysis. Cal Coolett in the building. What's up, Cal Coolett? All right, I think that's everybody. All right, panel open.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Ty. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ty, and then Rich.
So you posed the question, how do I see this fight going, right? So I see Tank winning. I struggle with whether it's going to be by knockout or if Shakur will quit in the corner. And here's why. So no, I'm being serious.
Hey, Terrence, chill out, man. Chill out.
I don't think that Shakur is a complete bum.
It ain't gonna be funny when he do it.
I don't think that Shakur is like a complete bum. I'm not going to disrespect him like that because he is an Olympian.
Oh,
right? However, I don't think that once he gets hit with a shot or two from Tank that he will be able to sustain it. I see him playing keep away for maybe a couple of rounds, but once Tank figures out how to cut that ring off on him, how he figures out, well, he already knows that Shakur don't got no power for real, but I feel like Tank does not only play physical games with people like he plays with his food, he also plays mental games with people. He will smile at you if you hit him. He will laugh in your face and let you know that did not affect him. Once Shakur feels that type of pressure, not only physically but mentally, and we all know he's a little mentally weak, I do not feel that he's going to be able to come out victorious. I'm sorry. I just don't see a path to victory for him in that exchange.
All right. Okay. You done?
Yeah, I'm done, baby. Go ahead.
All right, I got Shakur doing him like he did her, to be honest. But I think this gonna go 12 rounds. That's wait, hold on. I think if he don't break the cap on that
man, even the Shakur fans are laughing.
Wait, hold on. I'm saying I think he's really gonna do him like he did her. I think he's gonna do like Floyd do a lot of fighters. They'll throw 100 punches, 30 punches, 40 punches in a round, and he'll make them look basic and only throw 10 or 15 and only land about 2. I think he will basically make Tank look basic in that fight. I really do. And I'm willing to bet on that too.
I got $100 on it. Can I jump in?
I'm willing to bet on that too.
That's good. I got 100 on it. Can I jump in? Please.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents, right? This is how I see the fight going, right? And this is no knock on Shakur. Like I told y'all before. I'm not hating, like Auntie Sco say. So I think that Shakur Stevenson, they're gonna get in the ring, right? I think it's going to look. When I say this, people be like, "Why are you comparing Shakur to Frank Martin?" I'm not comparing Shakur to Frank Martin, but I think it's gonna look like the Frank Martin fight. I think Tank is gonna walk Shakur down in the high guard and keep cutting the ring off, and I think he's going to make Shakur feel confident in punching and jabbing and doing all of that. And then I think once he hits Shakur is going to put his hands in his pocket and he's going to be running around and trying to run around until he gets stalked down and knocked out. That's what I think is going to happen. Because if the only way Shakur has to win the fight is to not get hit and make it all 12 rounds, I don't see him withstanding that mental pressure like that. And I don't see him having the power to keep Tank off of him. And I see him going a lot to the body in the Padley fight, but even then he hurt both of his hands. So what if Shakur is in that fight and he hurts one of his hands, if not both of them? What do y'all think is going to happen?
That's the only thing I'm scared of. He gonna break his fist.
Well, you might as well be scared of it. You might as well start being scared.
He gonna break his fist on that nigga.
Give me your money ahead of time.
But even if his hands were 100% healthy, I still see the fight going the same way because I've never, and that's why I wanted to see the Schofield fight, even though I felt like Shakur would win that fight. I wanted to see how he overcame. I wanted to see how he overcame that style. You get what I'm saying? Even though he ain't the greatest, I wanted to see how he would react to somebody throwing power punches coming straight at him, like like Sean Porter style. I've never seen him fight that style of fighter, so I was curious to see how it would look. But what ended up happening is we got him fighting somebody with a 4% knockout.
But you know the thing, you know the thing. 2 cents.
Can I go?
Wait, one thing real quick. You know the thing, 2 cents. Like these people had these type of styles against the people that they fighting. But when you go inside the ring with somebody else, they not gonna have that same style.
Yeah, Tank gonna have the same.
But Tank has multiple styles. Tank has multiple styles.
He's a mythical fighter, apparently.
Okay,
he is.
Only person that will have the same style against Shakur, and he gonna have it against everybody is Pitbull. Because he got that basic fighting style, that one-dimensional.
Can I please go?
All right, let's pass the mic. Go ahead.
Can I please go? I'm gonna get off the panel because the sisters is doing so good on here that I only came on because I heard what's the brother name of the first brother that started off?
Rich,
right, Rich. But the sister, I can't think of her name. She was so good when she talked about the pivoting and stuff. Here's the deal. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be out of here. I think it's a 50-50 fight because at the end of the day, I said it can go Tank knock him out, Shakur can get on that eye, it can go to the scorecards and it can go either way. But here's the bottom line: whether you like it or not, Shakur don't like. Tank already showed you he adjusts as the fight go. He make adjustments throughout the fight. He got a corner and he listened to his corner. Um, at the end of the day, Shakur don't like to get hit. Y'all, you don't have to like that or not, but he don't. And he keep his head on the line. He don't weave. He don't do nothing special. He don't have no power. He don't do nothing special. He's 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 an amateur fighter, and that's what he looked like when he fight. And he hasn't fought anybody that really can test him on. He's never been in a ring. Tank has challenged himself with guys that's big, strong, guys that's supposed to be better boxers than him, supposedly. Shakur has never challenged himself.
Amazing.
Excuse me, brother. Excuse me, brother. At the end of the day, Shakur hands this suspect. Shakur, he ran from the Latino brother. I can't think of his name.
Alessandro.
He ran from him. He did. So when he feel Tank, see, in a fight, because I plenty fights. I won some, I lost some. And sometimes when you fight somebody, they throw a punch. Even if they don't hit you, you be like, God damn, I don't even want to fight this motherfucker no more. And you're gonna try to hug and you're gonna try to stop the fight. You're gonna try to negotiate. And I'm trying to say Shakur and I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna fall back. Shakur gonna be negotiating, trying to get out the fight on his back foot. And I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody and thank you, 2 Cent.
All right, thanks for coming
All
up.
right. That guy just said that fight was gonna be 50-50, but then just sat there and said everything why Shakur gonna lose. We not trying to hear that, nigga, man.
That's his 2 cents, bro. All right.
He just said it was a 50-50 fight, but just said everything why.
You're trying to jump on his helmet, but you didn't answer my question.
That nigga don't even sound right. He said it was gonna be a 50-50 fight, and then said everything why Shakur was gonna lose.
Hey, let him live, Rick. Let him live. Let him live.
I asked people to tell me how they think. Hold on, Rich. I asked people to tell me how they think the fight gonna go. So that's he think it's a 50-50 fight, but that's how he think it's gonna go. Relax, bro. Go ahead, Terrence. How you think the fight gonna go?
I just want to say something first. You guys keep comparing Shakur with Mayweather. None of us have compared. I don't compare. I say that Mayweather took more chances. When you fight the way Mayweather fights, and you're sitting there and you're just trying to use your reflexes, kind of like Roy Jones. What happens is sometimes you think you're going to move out of a punch, and sometimes you get caught. And we've seen Floyd get caught. Now, thank God for Floyd, he had a good chin, because some of those shots could have put him out. Some of those shots, and what I say is Shakur, I like him better because he don't take that risk. He's out of range. See, when you're out of range, you can't get hit, and this is why I like Shakur. He's not getting hit because he's out of range. No matter how hard you punch, you got to land on your target.
He out of range because he's fighting smaller fighters.
So that's the one thing that in this fight against Tank, for the most part, I'm just going to say he's going to be out of range. How I see this fight go?
Out of range.
How is he gonna win out of range?
Okay.
Wait, ain't we taking turns?
Can I finish?
Let them go. Let them go.
Okay, so the first 3 rounds, as we've seen in the past, Gervonta normally does not go full pressure early on in the fight. I haven't seen it. Wow. And the reason I don't think he goes full on early is because he doesn't know. When is it? He's never gone 12 rounds when he went full on pressure like that. He doesn't know if he has the stamina to do that. And especially against a guy like Shakur, an elite fighter, you're not going to go full 12 round pressure. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. He's going to stand in front, just like the guy said, whoever it was, and box and just try to fill out Shakur. I'm saying Shakur wins those 3 rounds. Now, what the judges do, I don't know what the judges are going to do, but I'm saying he wins those 3 rounds. The 4-7. Now, okay, guess what's going to happen? Tank is going to say, okay, he's going to try to be on the front foot a little more. He's got those 3 rounds in the bank now. He knows that there's only, 8 or 9 left, so now he's going to step to Shakur a little more. Now, guess what? Shakur is going to say, okay, now I know he's going to step to me more. And just like in the De Los Santos fight, When he starts to step to him more, he's going to be out of range, out of range, out of range. Yeah. So what? He's attacking, but he's not landing nothing.
Don't
Now,
make
you
that boy
guys
look
can say,
foolish.
now, wait, hold on a second.
Keep going, keep going.
You guys can say, oh yeah, well he's stepping to him, but he ain't landing nothing. He winning around. But I guarantee you that throughout him moving back, when they reset and get in the middle of the ring, Shakur is going to land more punches, and Tank may land within this 4 to 7 round one big shot. Okay, maybe he lands that big shot, and that gives him the round. So what? I'm going to say if he's landing more shots, significant shots, whether they if it's other than if it's not a jab, even if it's not as hard as Tank, and he's hitting them with more shots, and Tank is only landing one significant shot, because we know Tank is not a jabber. We know that what Tank wants to do is set you up for a big shot. So he's not going to be getting a lot of points against Shakur. So
I think
4 to
tonight.
7. So
Let me
four to
say this.
seven. I'm gonna have again Shakur winning at least 2 or 3 of those rounds.
I
Now
think
we're gonna
tonight. Go ahead.
now we're gonna get to the eighth. Now these are the rounds he's
Yeah,
gonna
wrap it up, Terrence.
okay, he's going to no, you wanted to really so in the eighth, ninth, 10th, we know that Tank is gonna start coming more. Shakur is going to do the same thing, like I said before. Stay out of range, land more punches, and frustrate Tank. And then in the final stanza, we know that Tank is going to go full force at Shakur, and Shakur is going to be moving all around the ring, and winning by 7 to 5, 8 to 4. And but if they want to give it to Tank and cheat Shakur, that's fine. But
I don't even
that's how
think
the
he's gonna
fight's
be
going to
moving
go.
around.
All right, hold on. Let me
That's
say
how
this.
it's
Let me
going to
say
go.
this. Let me say this.
Got it.
I hear y'all talking about this boxing and jabbing, and what Shakur gonna do if Tank just turn that hoe into a fight? Like, what he gonna do? What if
Shakur
Tank?
been in amateur
I
fights.
got
You
it.
know about
I can give
amateur
my
fights?
2 cents
if
on
he
it.
Wait, hold on. Do y'all know anything about amateur? You gotta really fight. You can't. It ain't none of that stuff that Shakur be doing now. You gotta really fight to win fights. He been over 140 amateur fights. He know how to fight, man. That means he know how to. Yeah, he know how to brawl too. He know how to do all that.
When
You
have
So
you
just
ever
when,
seen
can't.
when can we
Shakur
see it?
brawling, Rich?
When
I'm
can we
saying.
What
see
I'm
fight
it?
did
saying.
he brawl in?
Look at his amateur fights. You just gotta.
No. He's a
No, we talking
professional
about
now. So where
professional.
can I go to see that?
Anyway,
I
can I
mean,
give my 2 cents?
if he's winning the way he winning without getting touched and winning how he want to win, why would you want to be
He's
fighting like
not
that?
fighting pressure. He's
Rich.
not fighting the style we're
Y'all
talking.
keep
Like,
saying these people
Anyway,
listen,
not.
can I give
So
my
when
2
the De
cents?
Los
You just
Santos
seen
fight, why he didn't brawl?
you just seen Valdez and Nariati, whatever that nigga name is,
Hey,
in a
Why he didn't
brawling
brawl with
ass
De Los
fight.
Santos?
In a
hold on. Let me
brawling
get
ass
Fight
fight.
Sports talking here.
He couldn't do that with Shakur. He
Valdez
He
was
didn't
at
couldn't do
brawl.
130, bro. That's a whole different weight
So
class.
why
Oh,
You
he
see,
didn't
can't.
braw with De Los Santos?
when I'm telling you, he couldn't do that with Shakur because Shakur controls the fights. He do what he want to do with people. That's
tell
what I'm
him,
saying. You
tell
Go
not
him.
ahead, Fight
understanding.
all right,
Sports.
Y'all not really
let fight
Anyway,
understanding the
Rich,
logic.
Rich.
let
Go ahead,
fight
Fight
sports
Sports.
go,
Y'all not
man.
understanding the logic of that.
Go ahead, Fight Sports.
Yeah, if the fight were to happen tomorrow, right now I would favor Shakur because of his boxing skills and because Tank is definitely he's going to be behind, and I expect him to do what he did against Frank Martin. But will he get the knockout against a guy who is a better slickster? We don't know. But I said Shakur needs to improve his footwork. I also want to say something that Ty said about how Shakur may not have fighting heart at the highest level and may not have the heart needed if he gets hit by Tank. I question that as well, but I haven't seen any proof that he doesn't have fighting heart. I just don't know if he
Look at his fight
will,
against
because
De Los
again,
Santos.
right, yeah, the thing about Shakur is that he dominates all his fights. But yeah, I've seen times where
Dominate them.
yeah, but
I go next 2 minutes.
No broken bones. No
hold up,
nothing.
hold up. But there are times where, again, guys, he's at long range. Guys get slightly close to him, and he jumps back like he's scared of getting hit. So, yeah, once he gets forced into it, I agree. I don't know if he'll be able to withstand.
Can't force Shakur. That's the problem.
It's called technique.
Can
All
I
right, hold on, y'all. Hold on,
But
y'all. I
Rich,
got two
Rich,
new people on the panel.
If
Shout
it was,
out. Hold on,
Rich,
y'all.
Rich,
Hold on.
hold up,
We got
Rich.
Teach and Boss Hog Boxing in the building.
Get up, team.
just to finish my point.
Fight sports, land your plane. I'm gonna let Teach and Boss Hog get their 2 cents off. Go ahead, fight
Yeah,
sports.
yeah. So I've got questions about Shakur, but right now, I would favor him to win because of his slickness, and he can improve his.
What slickness?
Oh my God.
Well, okay.
Praise.
Oh my
You're
God.
asking me to wrap this
He
up
said
because
killing us.
all right.
Nah, go
because of
ahead.
his
Go ahead, fight sports. Go ahead.
All right, well, you asked me to-
just look at other fighters, how much they land on other fighters, but when they fight Shakur, look
Go
at
ahead,
this.
Rich. Go ahead, fight sport.
Yeah, because
look
of
at
it,
everything else,
because
man.
he doesn't get hurt. He doesn't take a lot of clean power shots. Now, is that going to change against a higher division where he's not the bigger guy? Possibly. Again, I expect Tank to challenge him big time. But yeah, I'm favoring Shakur because of his defensive skills, slickness, and I believe he can improve his footwork. So yeah, that's. But again, the fight is close, which is why I want to see it.
13%.
All right,
Rich,
go
Rich,
ahead, Teach.
13%.
Teach,
Rich.
what's your 2 cents? Teach, what you
Nothing,
got for the show?
nothing wrong with him, man.
What you got, Teach?
What's going on to the panel, man? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, right? Nobody's going to really agree with one another, right? Like, Shakur fans can't convince Tank that,
No, we're up here having a conversation about it, Teach.
No,
I
yeah. So I'm getting there, right? So, I mean, we pretty much can't convince each other. So the only thing we could do is just break down the fights like the way we see it, right? So now, when it comes to Shakur, right? Shakur is going to bring his defense to the game. Like that's his bread and butter, right? So we know Shakur, one of the best defense in the game, right? Um, he does use head movement and he does use footwork to avoid shots. How often do we see Shakur in the pocket making people miss and then making people pay? You see that every time. So you've never seen Shakur stay in the pocket and miss shots and have
at
and make it.
135, y'all. Let's think about the weight division too.
So
Let's
he
stay in
does
the
that
Do it at
all the
135.
time.
He did it with Autumn.
So he does that all the time in every fight. He stands in the pocket and he
Yeah, I
makes them miss
seen.
shots. What he does is uses his reflex, right? Head movement. He moves his head back and he ducks punches, right? So Shakur does have some slickness to
The
him.
best
that
reflex in
is
the game.
suicide if Shakur
And
stand in the pocket
The
with Tank.
best
hey,
reflex
I
in the
mean,
game.
Teach,
nobody's
that's a bunch of bullshit, but go
but
ahead.
let me continue, but nobody's
Best
able to
reflex.
expose it yet, right? So you want to see Tank against that style, right?
Mhm.
So, and the thing with Shakur, right? Opponents always struggle to land clean shots in him. So we know like defense is a plus for Shakur, and that's a part of his IQ as well, right? Shakur is able to control distance, right? Shakur does that very well. And the way he does that, he uses his jab very well, right? And we've seen this numerous times. You're going to say against what opponent, but he does use it still, right? Again, when it comes to Shakur's offense, right? Y'all keep saying Shakur is pillow fisted and all that, but Shakur brings some offensive, um, points to this game. For example, what Shakur does with his offense, right? He has jab control. Shakur has good counterpunching, and to me, Shakur counterpunching is more precise and calculated than Tank's, right? But Tank's counterpunching is just stronger. That's it. But I prefer Shakur's counterpunching
That's
more
it.
because he's more precise with it, right?
Okay, so
Um,
Teach,
wait. Let me go because
The land is playing.
I have to. So when it comes to Shakur, like shot selection, Shakur has a high shot selection, right? Shakur does have a high shot selection, and his accuracy is very good. And we see Shakur mix it up. Shakur goes to the head. Shakur goes to the body. Um, Again, Shakur has a combination of punches that he could
Body
use,
punches, man.
to dismantle all these opponents. Right? He may not have the power, but the cumulative shots that he puts on these opponent is effective, right? Is very effective, and he just makes these people feel like they can't win against him. That's like Shakur's offense. Like they can't touch him and they get frustrated. Um, let's go to I heard you guys talking about IQ, right? So let's go to Shakur's IQ. And,
Come
and
on,
I
Teach.
mean we could compare some of this to Tank's IQ as well. So I mean we could talk about defensive IQ. Shakur hardly gets hit, right? defensive IQ for Tank. Like he waits, Tank takes hits, he waits and he waits for the right opponent. He waits for the right shot selection. So Tank takes hits. Defense is not
Difference.
even close. Shakur is way better than Tank with
Difference.
defense, right? Offensive IQ. Tank, again, he picks his shots very well, right? But Tank, he waits again. He waits to pick those shots. Shakur's offensive IQ, right? He is always precise with his shots. He's always accurate with his shots. And he gets more punches off than Tank. You could check the punch stats. Shakur's throwing more punches, right? The only thing that
Tank
you
throwing
guys
like
could say,
26.
yeah, the only thing you guys could say is if Tank sets up a shot and lands against Shakur. But how is he gonna land when Shakur has a better defense? Now when it comes to ring control, right? I mean, Tank, he just Tank really dictates the fight because of the mental aspect of it, right? Um, with Shakur, again, he controls these guys, and it's like a one-sided fight. A one-sided fight. Like Shakur never struggles with these guys,
Does
right?
that speak more to Shakur or his opponents?
I
All right, Teach,
mean,
you gotta land
Yeah,
your plane, bro. I
I
okay.
mean,
got
the
somebody
claim is
else
on
for you.
yeah.
And then
Just
when
go
it
through the
comes
one to
to
12, bro. One
when it
to
when it
one to
when it
12.
comes
That's all
to
we need.
yeah, when
All
it
right,
comes
go
to
ahead.
like
Go ahead, Nick.
when it comes to the psychology, like the psychological edge, right? Is whatever you like the most. I mean, Tank, he intimidates people. That works for him. And Shakur, again, he just frustrates everybody. Like when they
Shakur
know they
frustrating
can't beat
himself.
Shakur, like, and they know they can't beat Shakur, they get very frustrated.
All right,
And
Boss
that's what I
Hog.
see.
Boss Hog Boxing, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
if he's still awake after Teacher's long ass.
Well explained, Teach. Well explained, Teach.
All right, man. So I got tanked by knockout, just off the muscle. Okay. Uh, the brother that was talking about Shakur amateur career. I don't know if you boxing the amateurs. I have, and it's not about me. But amateurs different from pros. Okay. Shakur Stevenson fights the same way in every fight. He's gonna box, and he doesn't like to get hit. So he's a defensive fighter. But he's not slick. He's elusive, right? So he goes back in a straight line a lot. Okay, goes back in a straight line pretty often, right? Not at an angle, pretty often. And a lot of the fighters he got in the ring with, it's only a couple of them that had power. Watch how his offensive numbers dip when he get in there with power punchers. When he was in there with Edwin De Los Santos, he threw that fight. They threw the least amount of punches in a professional fight. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when he was in there with Nakatani, he fought the same way. So when he get in there with power punchers, he don't throw a lot on offense. He's more focused on defense. Now, power punchers, right? People talk about Shakur Stevenson and his defense. Okay, when Tank do land on him, what is he gonna do?
Cry.
What I'm saying is this: power punchers can get in there with a dude that may have more skill than him, but the power negates everything. I'm telling you this from firsthand experience because when I was an amateur, active amateur, I was a power puncher. I was in the ring with dudes that was way better than me, more skillful than me. But when you landing on them and you got power, that diminishes everything. So when you talk about Tank getting frustrated, Shakur can get frustrated as well by Tank landing power shots on him. Tank don't really got to throw that many punches on Shakur. He just got to be accurate and land. And what do you do to a guy that's moving around a lot? You start going to the body. And Shakur Stevenson don't like getting touched in his body. There are certain fights that he fought, he got touched in the body. He didn't like that. So all I'm saying at the end of the day, the reason why I'm picking Tank is for the power aspect. Also, Shakur, his opponents, although I'll say Tank ain't fought elite fighters either, but Tank has fought better opposition than Shakur has. Shakur has not fought anybody even close to Tank's opponents or even Tank. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is your opposition matters, right? It's easy to look a certain way when you in there with a dude that ain't on your level. Yeah, I can sit here punch a dude with my eyes closed when he's not a top guy. But when you in there with a dude who's looked at as the face of boxing, right? How are you gonna continue on to do those things? I think early on Shakur Stevenson will have some success, but I think Tank gonna figure him out, and it's gonna be rap. Once Tank start touching him, Shakur gonna have his hands in his pockets. Tank gonna start going to the body. That's gonna slow all that down. And like I told you, Shakur goes back in a straight line a lot, and that's a no-no in boxing. You have to go out in angles. It's
Facts.
lines and angles. You can't go back in a straight line. So that's why I'm picking Tank for the simple aspect of the power aspect, and for the simple fact that Tank has fought better opposition, and Tank has been at a higher level moment
You go in and out,
than
boss. You
Shakur.
go in and out.
You fading out, boss
You get
hog.
me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you now.
You get me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah.
So what I'm
No, we can't
saying
hear
is
you.
the moment. You can't hear me no more?
No, I can hear you. Go ahead.
The moment. Shakur still fighting on Thursdays and Fridays
Yeah.
in these little
And
in little small arenas. Tank been fighting in big arenas, so it could be the moment too. So all I'm saying
right.
is that's why I'm picking Tank. Is boxing is more mental than physical. So you got the psychological part is the moment, and then you got the power aspect of Tank and just the experience that Tank has. Shakur don't got nothing to keep Tank off of him. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
I agree.
All
I
right.
agree.
Shout out, Boss Hog Boxing. Listen, we got some great analysis
Can
up
I
here today.
I
I
think what he
Sissy,
want
meant
to
might I
was
shout
Sissy,
out
analysis.
to
might I
the
make one
panel.
comment? Could you
Can I
I,
say
I call
Yeah,
Cap on the
hold on.
resume
We got
though.
a new person on the panel. We got Paid in Full on the panel. What's up, Paid?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up, Two Cent?
Okay.
What's
Who
going
All
on,
said
right,
I
we
think
everybody?
gonna
why
we
you
gonna
mad
go.
Toy want to say
We gonna
something?
go to Paid. We gonna go to Why You Mad Toya, and then we gonna go to Fight Sports. Go ahead, Paid.
I mean, it's kind of hard to go off of what he just said. Everything just like everything that he said more so line up though, cause like I said, Shakur more so take a lot of soft touches with the fights that he fight at 135, and he really ain't really had no real challenge besides Edwin De Los Santos, and his IQ was super low to not know that you're in the ring with a fighter that was hurt. So he really wasn't able to cut the ring off and make Shakur fight. With Tank, he's able to cut that ring off and make Shakur fight. So I don't think Shakur want to. I don't think Shakur gonna want to engage. Try to stay on the outside and try to box. But that's going, like I said, when you cutting off the ring and making him have to sit down and fight, it's a different type of fight. So I don't see Shakur having nothing to keep Tank off of him. So yeah,
All
that's
right,
my
all right, all
statement.
right. All right, thank you, Paid in Full, for your analysis. Why You Mad Toya? What you got?
Yeah, like I agree with what you said, 2 cents about how he gonna make the fight look just like Frank Martin fight. He's gonna walk him down. And I also agree with Boss Hog, who also said that he's gonna break him down to the body. That's typical for any person who keep moving. You just hit him, touch him to the body, and Shakur doesn't like body shots. And again, this is gonna be a battle of speed and power. Shakur does not have better feet than Tank. I don't know what people keep saying about Tank, and like he has great feet. Like you got speed and power is undefeated in boxing. Shakur is not gonna have enough to keep Tank off him. That's another thing. He doesn't have the power, so he can be throwing the little combination, but Tank is gonna walk through punches. We've seen Tank get hit and in the chin and never even stumble or wobble. But we have seen in the last fight with Shakur and Pally. Pally did an interview right after that fight, and he said that Shakur headshots didn't feel like nothing. Only reason why he stopped him was because he didn't have no condition to get him. So when he
yeah.
have no conditioning,
You go in and out, Toya.
No,
my can
You go in and out.
you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said, like Pally said that his shots didn't do nothing to him, and he just faded because he didn't have conditioning. He's not going to be able to do that with Tank. He's going to walk through them shots, and his hands are hurt. He's going to hurt his hands, yeah, on Tank face, but it's not going to phase Tank, and that's why he's going to knock his ass out. That's all I got.
All right, Fight Sports Talk. What you got?
Yeah, you guys asked me to comment on why I.
I'm
What I
next.
yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
guys
Fight
asked me to.
Sports, and then it's you, Rich.
Yeah, you guys asked me to comment on what I meant when I called Shakur slick. I didn't mean like Mayweather or Whitaker or right now Dimitri Bivol slick. I just mean that as far as long range boxing, yes, Shakur is boring. I've never said otherwise. But in terms of being creative with his long range boxing, he can. The way he sets up shots is there's a lot of skill that goes into that. Now, again, he's boring. He doesn't throw more shots than he needs to, and he's probably going to throw less shots at a higher division, and he's probably going to throw even less shots against a guy like Tank, who's got knockout power. So that's what I meant when I said Shakur's slick. He's not. Again, I'm very interested on what Ty said.
Hacker.
I'm interested on what Ty said about where she questions his fighting heart when the going gets tough, because it's stuff that I do wonder about as an outsider. If he is going to beat Tank, he needs to do what he does for 12 rounds, and I think he can do that. But yeah, he's got to stay off the ropes and stay out of the corner. I'd be very surprised if a guy who relies on boxing skills doesn't work on staying off the ropes and out of the corners for 12 rounds. So we'll see.
All right, let me get this super chat, Rich. Let me get this super chat, Rich, and then you can
Don't
go.
read that.
Shout
shit.
out to Boxing Hacker with the $10 in the super chat. He says it's not that Shakur goes straight back. He steps in and out of fighters' distance. It was only the De Los Santos fight. Did we see him come back out of position? Kerr is a better boxer than Tank. Kerr will win. Shout out
Well, he don't
Boxing
believe
Hacker for
that.
the $10 in the super chat.
It's the same nigga we
Can I say something?
20
Listen.
minutes last night on what?
Hold on, it's Rich turn. Go ahead, Rich. Get your 2 cents
Rich.
off.
Nah. Go ahead. Doing something real quick. Go ahead.
Let me go real quick then, so I can get out of here. Right quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Cap.
All right. So just talking about the 12 rounds. I don't know about all this other, philosophy stuff. That's all cool. But for the 12 rounds, I think for the first couple rounds, first 2, maybe 3, you're gonna see a lot of feints in the De Los Santos fights. You're gonna see that from both sides. There's gonna be a lot of feinting. There's gonna be a lot of just standing there looking at each other, waiting for stuff to happen, because that's how it goes when you're both boxing. Now, I think that he's probably going to push the pressure in the last, or maybe towards the middle of the fight. Especially if he gets hit by Shakur and he does not feel anything coming back at him that he has to be worried about. Of course, he's going to, take it to Shakur. The backing up to the ropes and all this other good stuff. I mean, it sounds nice. It sounds cool and everything. I don't know where it comes from. Shakur does back up. If he backs up to the ropes, he just gets off the ropes, because nobody's going to run him down and walk into anything. You don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. It's not boxing. Maybe one of these Mexican guys, but nobody usually follows Shakur down and to the ropes and then tries to, throw bombs. It don't make sense. Shakur hardly gets hit. Cool, whatever. During the end of the towards the end of the fight, then you're gonna see Tank turn on. You're going to see him, take more chances. You're gonna see him let his hands go. You're gonna see all of this going on. Those would be the rounds where I will want to see what goes on. I want to see if Shakur can stand there with Tank. Will he stand there with Tank? Is he even is it either going to be worth it at that point? But after a certain amount of time, you are going to have to sit in there and fight, whether it's going to be because you can't physically move because you're tired, because you've been dodging punches all fight long, or it's because, like I said, you got to do something. You're down on the cards. You've been running around, backing up, whatever you want to call it, for 8, 9, 10 rounds, and your people are saying, "Oh yeah, you're down. You got to do something." So I feel like, at that point of the fight, that's when all this philosophy stuff, you can bring it in. Does Shakur have heart? Is he going to stand in front of the dude and all that good stuff? Cool. But I think for the first half of the fight, you're going to get exactly what you got with a De Los Santos fight, with a I don't know, the Valdez fight. Like you gonna get the same Shakur that you've always got. You're gonna get the same Tank that you've always got. Um, if Tank, the only difference is if Tank is, he happens to land something crazy on Shakur, the fight probably not gonna go but too much longer. He's done it on everybody else. That's cool. He ain't did it to nobody with a name of any sort caliber at all. That's what's confusing. Everybody says that he does it and he's going to do it, but he hasn't done it. I ain't going to say he's not going to do it. He hasn't done it at all, ever. You ain't seen that from nobody close to
All
Shakur's
right, Cap,
level.
land your plane.
So,
Land your plane. All right.
so that's what
All
I'm,
right.
all
What's
right,
up?
cool.
Panel open. Panel open.
All right. Hey,
So let me know when
listen,
I could
I have
chime
a
in.
question for the panel.
That was really
How
good
much
analysis.
more athletic is De Los Santos? And I'm just talking about on their feet, quick on their feet, getting to a spot. Is De Los Santos much slower than Tank, or they're much?
De La Santos a hell of a fighter,
He's
man.
I'm
much slower
just
than
saying,
He's
Tank.
a
getting to
hell
a
of a
spot.
fighter.
Getting
He's
to a
much
spot.
slower.
Do y'all think?
He's much slower than
Oh,
Tank.
so he's much slower. I ain't
He
even
didn't
going to
even
say.
cut the ring off, so he wasn't
I
even
ain't even
getting
going
to
to
no
say.
spot. He was just chasing Shakur around.
And as I believe Paige stated before, he didn't even realize that Shakur was hurt. See, this is my problem with a lot of things being said. Y'all act like that Tank is just this big old bomb throwing puncher. He is
I'm
a
not.
boxer as well. His
Nah.
footwork is bananas. His ring IQ is crazy. There is no, I mean, everybody has their own opinion, fine, cool. But I just don't see what y'all see about Shakur. All I see is a man that jumps back, scared to get hit, running around the ring. I don't even think he faces tough opposition. Everybody he's been in the ring with, we can say, okay, who is this guy? What have they went on to do after Shakur has beaten them? Do we
Like
even
I hate how
They
y'all.
do the
I
same
hate.
thing to
Hold on,
Tank.
I hate how
Hold on,
y'all
can I
make
comment
y'all
on that?
favorite. Hold on. I like how y'all
Alexander.
make y'all favorite fighters opposition. Like y'all just blow up they skill and how
I
good
mean,
they
really?
are, and then y'all try to minimize Tank's opposition. But it's like clearly Tank is fighting better opposition
Like
for the
who?
most
Who
Can
part.
said?
I,
Hold on, let
can
me
I comment
finish.
on that?
And y'all
Hey,
want to
Hold
sit
on.
on
hold up.
here
Can I,
and you want to sit up here tearing best videos. You really sat on my panel and asked who got better feet and who was quicker, Tank or De Los Santos. You let that
I'm
come out your mouth
asking.
on my
hey, wait,
panel.
Nah,
hold
but
on.
that's
Can I
He's
ask a
very
question? Wait, hold on,
athletic.
hold
Hold
on.
up.
You
Can
act
I,
like De Los
can I,
Santos
Hey,
isn't
hold on.
can
athletic.
I,
Turn.
so
Hey,
can I
turn.
respond?
can
Can I
I
Let me
respond
can I
talk.
to,
Let me
respond
can I
talk.
to
respond to what
Fred?
Ty said?
Hey, let me talk to that real quick.
Let
Hey,
me
2 cents. 2 cents.
finish
How
talking
long?
after Rich.
How, hey, 2 cents. How long Tank been at 135? Now I
I
want
don't.
to answer this question real
That's
quick. How
his
long he
damn
been at?
weight class. What is wrong
That's
with
his
y'all?
weight. I don't know what you mean.
I'm
What does that
asking you.
matter?
I'm asking you. How long have you been at 135? He been
What,
up there for
six,
he
7
wait. He
years?
been at 135 for years.
And
And
How
people,
long? How long?
okay,
Wait, hold on. Let me
okay,
ask you a
okay,
question, Rich.
okay.
Wait,
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 hold.
wait,
Okay,
wait.
let me
No,
talk. Let
hold
me
on,
talk.
Rich. You asked me a question. We having dialogue. Let me ask you a
Oh,
question.
all right,
How long should he be? How long should you be at a weight division?
all right. Listen, it don't matter. I'm not saying that it's wrong being at that weight because I'm saying he been at there for years. Shakur just got to 135. He only got 3 fights, 4 fights. Is that the fourth or third one that just happened? That's the third fight.
Third one.
second
Third
or
one.
third
Third
one.
one. All right. So what do y'all mean that he haven't fought the best fighters at 135 yet? He ain't even been in the same position as Tank. At 130, he fought the best fighters. At 126, he
What
fought
do,
the best fighters.
Who
So
fought the
at
best
135, he
fighters?
go.
Who fought the
Shakur,
best?
Hold on.
Who
Can
Shakur
are
I?
fought the best
who are
fighters at
these best
130.
fighters, bro? Who are
At,
they?
the best
at
available.
130, he fought the number 2 and the number 3. That's what I'm
Who?
saying. The best
Tank went
fighters.
to 130 and fought the best fighter. He fought Leo Santa Cruz, and y'all try to discredit him for that. And he
And
went
Hey,
down
Jose
there
hey,
and
hey,
fought
hey,
him.
wait. Can I say something? Leo Santa Cruz went up from 126 to 130 because he was scared of Shakur and Gary Russell down there. That's
Who?
why.
He
Scared?
man?
went
Like,
up to
man,
fight
Man, he
come
was
Tank
on,
because he
scared of
bro.
was
Gary
scared of
Russell,
Like
Shakur
man.
and
y'all,
Gary
Hey,
y'all,
look,
Russell,
Gary
Can
bro.
I?
Russell, my
Can I
y'all,
homie.
respond?
Hey, Gary Russell, a homie. He was scared of him, man. Gary Russell pressed that man father, man. Stop playing,
man,
man.
No, he
That
So
man,
wasn't.
hold on,
man,
Rich. Let me clarify.
fuck on, man. He was
Rich,
scared of
Rich,
Gary Russell.
Rich. Just
Come
to
on, man.
clarify my
You know what
thinking and
I'm
what you're
talking about?
saying, Leah Santa Cruz was scared of Shakur and Gary Russell, so he
He was
moved
scared of
up
Gary
and got.
Russell.
Hold on, let me clarify. Let me get what you're saying. So he moved up to 130, got a belt, and fought Tank coming down from 135 because he was scared of
Same.
Shakur and
Hold
Gary
on. Let me
Russell.
say something.
So he got knocked the fuck out
Let me
brutally by
let
Tank Davis
let
because
me
he was
say
scared of
something.
hey,
Let me
Shakur
that
and
say
was
Gary
a
something.
close
Russell.
Wait. Turns. Let me say something. Same way Mikey Garcia was scared of Lomachenko. He moved up to 147 to get his ass beat by Earl Spence. Same reason.
You
Y'all
what? You
sound
said what?
crazy.
You sound crazy, bro. It
Y'all
sounds
sound
like
crazy.
business
It's
and
the same
money.
Anyway,
way.
can I
It's
wanna
the
jump
same way.
can I respond to what Ty said?
So Mikey Garcia moved up to get the
Mikey
career beat
Garcia,
out of him.
he left his mandatory with Lomachenko just to go up to 147 to get his ass beat on.
So he
Just so, just so,
he ran away from
fuck,
little bitty Lomachenko to go get the
anybody know
career
that.
beat
If
out
you've
of
been
him by
watching
Earl
boxing,
Spence.
if you know boxing, anybody know that. He left his mandatory with Lomachenko and he went up to 147 just to lose.
So you think he
Are
didn't go
you
up there to
Cash
get
serious,
out and
bro?
paid?
lose. Just
You think he
Cash
didn't
out.
go up
that's
there
the
to get
cash.
Rich,
paid?
he cashed out. Rich,
Hold on,
he
hold on,
cashed
hold on.
out.
That's
Rich,
the
Anyway, can I
cash
respond
out
to what
and
Ty
Exactly.
lose.
said?
He
Can I respond to
cashed
what
Exactly.
out
Ty
and
said?
lose.
Oh,
Guys,
You know what
exactly.
I'm
Rich,
So ain't
talking about,
nobody
man.
scared of Lomachenko. That man went
Rich,
up
can I,
because of business. It was
Rich,
Rich, can I
That's what
money.
I'm
respond?
He
saying,
cashed
bro.
out
Like,
and lost.
hold on, Rich. How many?
I know what I'm
So,
talking about,
so you're
boxing, man.
saying that Tank has been at 135 for too many years? Is what you're saying? That was his only weight class.
he
No,
didn't
it's
say
never.
that. He didn't say that.
Man, he could be up there
Be
for
quiet,
100
Terrence.
years. Hold on, he could be there 100 years. But what I'm saying is, you fight the number 2 and number 3. So when y'all say Shakur ain't fighting nobody at 135, he only been there for only a year, 2 years.
So if he's
Who
only
the
been there
fuck
for
you
a
go?
year,
So
why
you
is he
could,
showing
so
up
you
as
could.
top dog
Wait,
at 135?
so y'all say who did Tank fight in them 5 years, 4 or 5 years that he been in there, and who did Shakur fight in them 2 years?
He fought
bro,
plenty
look,
of
and it
people, and
ain't
Don't
he
add
fought
up.
Tank.
he's
Tank
fought
ain't.
way harder
Tank,
competition at
okay,
35 than Shakur Stevenson has. So
okay,
stop
but
the
he
cap.
haven't fought the
Anyway, can
best
I,
people. He haven't fought the best people at
Rich, can
So
I
the best
respond?
35.
Considered
people
the
are the ones that
best.
Shakur
Rich, can I
fight.
respond to what Ty said?
I'm just trying
Wait,
to
wait,
understand this.
wait,
So
hold on, hold on,
Who
hold
is
on.
considered the best,
Who is considered the best? You had Leo at 135, home. You
bro?
had
Who would you
Devin
put
at
considered the
135,
best?
home. You had
Who you consider the
Loma
best?
at 135, home.
They all
Okay,
at
Who the
top
fuck you
with
rank,
that
think is the
bro.
best at
situation?
135? You can't get loud with
What
me.
happened with that
Did
okay,
he not
Fuck
just
well,
is
try to
wrong with
fight
Anyway,
you,
can
man?
I,
Loma?
any
can I
of those
respond
Did
to
he
what Ty
not just
said?
try to?
Fuck is
Hold
wrong
on,
Ty,
with
hold on,
y'all,
hold on.
man?
One mic,
You
y'all.
had Leo, you
two
had
cents. Can I
Loma,
respond
you
to what
had
Ty said?
Devin
Rich,
at 135.
Rich.
Leo was never at no fucking
Rich,
135, bro.
can
What
I,
are you
He
talking
was at
about?
135 when he fought Loma
oh,
Chico. You don't know what the fuck
You
you
said,
can I respond to
bro,
what
you
Ty
said
said?
Hold
Leo.
on, y'all. Hold
I
on,
said
hold on.
Tiafimo, my bad. Tiafimo. I'm
Hold
Tio,
on,
sorry.
you
Michael
mean
I
Rich,
Jordan.
hold
Tio?
up.
apologize.
Hold
Okay,
I
up.
apologize on
Rich.
that. I apologize.
Rich? What do all
I
those fighters
apologize.
have
I'm
in
sorry.
common
I'm
that you
sorry.
just named? They all
Huh?
at top rank. All them fighters you just named at top rank.
What you mean? Devin was never like wasn't at top rank like for years.
He was over there for
He was
3 years, and
bouncing
then
back.
when he was done, he
He
ran
had
up to
Devin Haney
140 and went
promotions.
to Eddie Hearn. The same thing Shakur
Listen.
did.
All I'm saying is before you talk about somebody fighting at 135, whoever he fought at 135, a man been at 135 for 4 or 5 years and ain't fight the number 2 or
Let me
number
ask you a
3.
question,
It's
Rich.
wait, wait, wait,
He's
Okay,
wait.
been at
It-
140.
hold on,
He's
hold
been at
on.
okay,
130.
ask the
Rich,
question. Ask the question.
do you think that? Do you think Shakur Stevenson will fight Rolly?
And I wouldn't even fight him. I mean,
Rolly doesn't
who want
want
to
to fight
fight
him.
that
Who
bum? Who
is
want to fight
No,
that
Rolly?
bum?
no,
Why
no,
would
no,
he
Rolly
fight
wouldn't
no,
want
him?
to
no,
fight
no. I don't
What
want
would
to
he
hear
get out of
that.
it?
Now you
What
gotta
would
hear it though,
no,
What would he
man,
no?
get out
because
of
Just
it?
Rolly
it's
said
yes
it
or
out of his
no.
mouth.
Do you
Huh?
think Shakur Stevenson will fight Rolly?
Of course,
I think
of course.
Shakur would beat the shit out of Rolly, like
Rolly doesn't
sit
want to
down his
fight
What about
leg.
Shakur.
Ryan? You think he'll beat the shot at Ryan too?
I think
Of
he at
course,
130. Wait.
100%.
At one, let me
Yes.
talk. At
Say,
135.
100%.
who
Wait,
said
hold on,
Chris out? That was you.
cause they crazy. They crazy when they talk. At 135, 130, 126. I don't got none of
I
them
didn't ask
guys
you for.
beating
I didn't ask
Shakur.
you for none of
I
your
don't
weight
got none of them.
classes.
So don't
Right
ask me who
now,
you think gonna
today,
win.
do
Who you
you
think
think
gonna win
Rolly
at
will fight Ryan?
135? At 135, 120, 126, 130. I don't got none of them guys beating them at that weight class. If Devin go
Beating
back to
who?
135, if Ryan go back to 135, if Tio go to 135, I don't got none of them beating Shakur.
Okay,
Man,
thank
you
you.
tripping, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all
that's
go
how I
ahead.
Rich,
I
can I,
feel.
just
Hold
wanted to
on,
say
we
that.
That's
got
how
we
I
got two
feel.
new
Can I
people.
ask
Hold
you
on, we
something?
got two new people that popped up on the panel. Sports Haven and Boss Hog. What y'all got? Boss Hog, what
I
you
just,
got?
Fight Sport was trying to respond to me since they ain't talking. What'd you say, Fight Sport?
yeah, Ty. Yesterday you may have called in after I said this. Tank again. He might beat all these guys. The thing is that since being world champion, he's been world champion than Teofimo Lopez, than Devin Haney, etc. And within shorter time periods, those guys went to fight the other elite champions. champions. Tank, he's been a champion longer than all of them, and he's never unified, aside from what he tried to do with Loma last year, which was many years too late. And Shakur, yes, Oscar Valdez wasn't anything special. He won't go down in the Hall of Fame, but he was the other top champion. So that's why Tank, that's one of the reasons Tank gets criticized. It's not because he may not beat these guys. I think he knocks out Keyshawn Davis, and I think Keyshawn Davis will get protected for a little bit. But Shakur at least has gone on to fight the other champions in the divisions he's been in. So that's to answer your question. You ask, well, who has Shakur fought? At 135, nobody yet. But at 130, he unified, and that's something Tank has never even
But that's
tried.
what I'm saying. Fight Sports. Can we talk about the 135-pound division? And let me say why I say when we talk about this fight and what Shakur has done, we need to stay in the 35 division. He don't look nothing like he looked at 30. He's
I
completely
agree.
different at the 35 division. So
I'm
all this,
other
he gonna listen, Rich. You my guy. I appreciate you come up in here. You got a very interesting perspective. But to say you think that Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis is gonna look like the Jamel Herring fight,
I don't think that, by the way.
that's a
I
reach to
wait,
me. That's a reach to
hold
me.
on.
What the
When I
fuck?
said
I want to let
wait,
you
hold
know,
on. When I said that,
what?
right, I mean that I think it's gonna go 12 rounds, but I think it's gonna be a domination in them 12 rounds. I think it's gonna be a
Turn your
domination in
TV down,
12
Terrence. I
rounds.
gotta mute you.
You hear me?
Uh-huh.
I said I think it's gonna be really a domination 12 rounds. I don't think that y'all think it's gonna go how y'all really think it's gonna go. I really
But
don't
What
think
Okay.
the
so.
man?
but that
Y'all niggas is tripping.
Boss Hog,
That's
what you got?
that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
No, you allowed
You
you
feel like
hey, that's
Shakur gonna
cool.
get knocked out. I ain't never
I don't
seen him
even
get
feel like he
knocked
gonna
out.
get knocked
I
out
ain't
for
never
real.
seen
I'm just
I ain't
saying he don't stand a chance, bro. He don't stand a chance. Like straight up. All
well
fights
that
against
I
Can
don't
I
Shakur.
I
say
don't I don't
something?
believe you don't stand a chance because
No,
everybody.
Hannibal, I always been a Ryan fan. So
But
no, don't do
I
that.
Rich, that's it's funny that you're very, you're being very vocal now because when I posed a question to you, what does Shakur possess to keep Tank off of him? You couldn't give me an answer. So
you keep talking.
your
So,
vocal
so
right
let
now
me
is a little confusing to me.
let me say this
Hold
right.
on, let me let
Let me-
Boss Hog say something. Go ahead, Boss Hog.
all right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man, I was
Look,
on like listening in the
he
comments,
gotta do something
man.
with his
I
other
wasn't gonna
phone.
try to come on here. I was gonna. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
hear
Yep.
Go
you.
ahead.
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah, we hear you.
okay. I was just gonna sit in the comment section and just be a fan, man, and just listen to all the great perspectives on the channel. I really do appreciate all y'all perspectives. I really do. But this whole notion about the Shakur and the whole Tank fighting each other and all this other stuff. Look, I, Shakur is good, right? We all can agree with that. He's good. But like I told y'all earlier, what is he gonna do to keep Tank off of him? We can sit here and compare resumes. We can say, oh, Shakur had 3 fights at 135 and he did this, Tank did this. Styles make fights. And
Exactly.
this
I
current
agree.
style that Tank has, okay, is a bad matchup for Shakur. Shakur fights the same every fight. Okay? We know what Shakur is. Tank,
You went
I
out,
think he
Boss
cut
Hog.
out.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, let me go. Let me go.
Oh, keep going. My bad.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead, Sports Heaven.
Yeah, thank you for letting me back. And I know I said I was gonna leave, but I couldn't help it. I'm cooking chicken, and I'm just listening to this. I didn't get deep into the details because the sister was cooking. Y'all doing so good cooking, these guys. What I'm starting to know. I'm listening to a lot of stuff, and I'm hearing people. They're comparing Tank. Listen to this. They comparing Tank to Santos, and they're comparing him to Valdez.
I'm not.
Valdez argue. I mean, like even before he fought Shakur, there was question marks that he had a couple of L's. He had a couple of wins that should have been L's, and he was roided up. They quick to talk about how Ryan was roided up, but they ignore the fact that Valdez was roided up. It's not no comparison. And another thing is they talk about Tank just gonna stand in front of you. Tank fight every fight different, and he's a counter puncher. He's not gonna just sit up in front of you and just throw punches. He's gonna cerebrally break you down. And Shakur do stand on the
And
line.
Shakur know that.
Yeah, and Shakur does stand on the line when he throw punches. And Tank, he figures you out as the fight go, and he makes his adjustments. See, that's what makes special fighters. If for those that claim they boxing fans and know about boxing, when you get the best of the best, when this comes down to it, and you get the best of the best, it turns into a fight.
Right. Hey,
All
can I ask
your
you a question?
That is
well, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying because your question is suspect. So when it get down to it, get down to coming to a fight. So listen, Shakur not that's and let's be clear about something. Shakur not breaking his neck. Ryan Garcia, he broke his neck to get the fight with Tank. Ryan, Shakur didn't break his neck to get the fight. The
at
bottom
all.
line is, and then they talk about how long Tank been at one Tank could be at 130. That's what like Pacquiao, Whitaker, even Floyd. These guys they fight at a natural weight. Shakur, by the time he give Shakur another 3 to 5 years, he might finish up at welterweight. Just to for the record. So when we
that's
talk
true.
about this, let's understand something. When the Tank put pressure on you because when you fight Tank, you're not in there talking about I'm gonna win a round. You when you sit in your corner, your trainer's talking to you, right? And you trying to listen to your trainer, but when you're sitting at that seat in your mind, you thinking, man, he just hit me in my ribs, and man, you're not listening to your corner because you're not talking about trying to win a decision. You're trying to figure out how not to get knocked out. And the game changed. That put stress. That's why Canelo has so much success. Uh, when you fighting certain type of fighters that's finishing and finishing you with a high boxing IQ and got head movement and know how to get up on you without giving up ground. Shakur, yeah, he get the distance. You're not going to be able to do that distance shit against somebody on the level of Tank's IQ. You're not going to be able to
That's
fight like that. You're
that's
not going
why
to
I
be able
kept
to do that.
saying.
You're
Hey,
not
I
going
but
to be
kept
able to do
saying
that.
hey,
Let
hey,
me,
look,
Anyway, can I
let me
hey,
can
jump
I
here
in.
go
can
this,
I
here go this
can I
right
Hold
here
respond?
on,
though.
let him finish. Let's wait if he finish. Go ahead, sports center.
I'm gonna wrap it up though, but I just had to jump back in here because it's funny to me. They're trying to compare, and 2 cents and the system made the same point. They're talking about Santos. Santos ain't even the same. Let me ask this, and I'm gonna fall back.
All right.
Damn,
So
he fell off.
Hey,
yeah,
quick.
let me go.
I
Let me
want,
go.
I
Come
want
back,
to know.
sports
Let
heaven.
me
I'm gonna
go.
let you finish. Go ahead,
Anyway,
Teach.
Let me go. Right.
Wait, hold
So
on.
the point that I
Wait,
want to
wait,
make,
wait. He
right?
back. Teach, he
That's
back.
my
Go
that's
ahead.
my phone. I'm gonna fall back. Let's just ask this. Um, if Tank fought Santos or Valdez, let me ask you all this. And you talk about how Shakur is going to dog walk Ryan. I question that. Let me ask you this. Do you think if Tank fought Valdez or Santos, do you all think it honestly, if we're being honest, do y'all really think it's going to go 12 rounds?
no, no, I don't. But I never
Hell
said it
no.
Hey,
would.
this is what I want to know, right? So when Tank make all these adjustments, why are you making these adjustments?
Because listen,
What?
listen,
Because it's
listen.
a
This.
fight.
Wait.
When you
No, no,
fight,
no.
no,
Why
you
is he
ask me
making
a
adjustments? Just
question.
answer the
You ask
question.
well,
Just
no, no.
answer
You
the
ask
question.
well. Let me answer the question.
Why is he making
Well,
adjustments?
because that's what happens when you fight superior fighters. You have to make adjustments. Tank is in there fighting Ryan Garcia. If you watch that fight, I'm gonna be honest. In that second round, Tank was reaching overly because he got hurt.
Yes, he did. I saw that too.
Ryan
So,
Garcia is not nothing to sneeze at. If you don't believe me, ask Devin Haney. He is not no
man, he was on
bum.
steroids. I'm not trying to hear that.
I mean,
And
Hey,
but
y'all
guess
keep
what?
saying that, and
Valdez,
that's
he on
but you
no.
don't
Wait,
say
let
that
me.
steroids.
about
And that's
Valdez.
why
You
no.
don't say
And
that
No,
about
give him
listen,
no
Valdez.
credit for
y'all
being on
keep trying to
steroids. I
play.
don't
You
care
No,
don't
what
say
you
y'all
that
say.
keep
about
trying to.
Valdez. You don't
Y'all
say that
keep
about
trying to play.
All right,
Y'all
Valdez.
keep
and
trying to play
Valdez
with Ryan,
lost.
which is why y'all thought that
Valdez
Devin
lost.
was
Yeah,
gonna
well,
go
who
in there
wins
and knock him
between
out.
Valdez and Tank? Who wins between
That's why.
Valdez and
That's
Tank?
Of
why you
course,
know.
Tank
That's
gonna
how
win.
you know
And
niggas is
what round does he
disingenuous.
win? What round does he win? Is
I
it a
don't know. I
knockout?
don't care. Hey, what I'm
Hey,
saying is,
can
you
I
saying
respond?
Tank make adjustments,
No,
right?
no, no, brother, no, brother. Hold on,
You
brother.
saying
You
Tank
can't
make
say I don't
adjustments,
care,
right?
brother.
When
Brother,
did you ever see Shakur
brother,
need to make
brother,
adjustments?
brother. You can't say it don't
When
matter
did you ever
because
see Shakur need to
He's
make
not fighting
adjustments?
who has he
competition.
fought
He needs
somebody
to
that's
make
gonna make him
When
make
That
an
have
is
adjustments.
a
when
adjustment?
have you
that is
seen
a
Shakur ever
Brett.
need to make
He ain't
adjustments?
never
That's why
fought
I'm asking you the
nobody that's
question.
gonna
That
make him
was
make an adjustment.
competition.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
y'all
like
He
are
I
ain't
thought,
never
That is
nigga.
fought
a
Like
Brett.
I
nobody.
thought, nigga.
y'all are
Hold
getting.
on, can
Like
I?
I thought.
Let
Hold
me
When have you
just
on.
Can I
No,
seen
Let
no,
say
no.
let
Shakur
You
ever
sports
ain't
had,
heaven
going.
and
had to
Roach
make
finish.
adjustments?
He
Like I
ain't fought
thought.
nobody that's gonna make him
Like
make
I
an
thought.
adjustment.
Tank ain't fight nobody then, nigga. If he ain't fight
So
nobody, Tank ain't fight
Ryan
nobody
ain't
then.
nobody. Ryan ain't
Fuck is you
nobody.
talking about, man? You talking
Whoa,
about
hold on, no, 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 no.
a
That
guy
all
that
that
looked
talk
like he
don't
was
matter.
smoking crack in the
No,
face,
I don't
man.
smoke crack, brother. I
I'm
don't
not
smoke
talking about
nothing.
you.
I
I'm
smoke
saying Ryan.
cigars.
He
I
looked like he
smoke
was
Cuban,
smoking crack in the
brother.
face when he was
He
at
was
Brother,
smoking
135.
crack.
jump
brother.
into
Hold
it.
I
on, hold
smoke
on.
Yeah,
Cuban
Hey,
Blake
Pause,
cigars.
drained
pause.
that
Hold
can I
man.
jump
on,
Let me
in?
jump
pause,
Can I?
into this,
pause,
man.
Talking about
pause, pause.
skeleton
Hold
ass
on, hold on,
looking
hold
Frank
on.
Martin. You talking
Pause.
about
Can
I
I?
smoke
skeleton
Cuban
face looking
cigars.
Frank Martin?
Well, he fought. Frank Martin is a what? Is
Can I jump in?
135 pound
Let
dude.
me
Yeah, he's
jump
So
in,
135
person.
pounds, but he was barely
Dude said you
making it,
probably
man.
gotta
that
He
be
ain't
at
got
more
nothing
140
to
cardio.
do
now.
with Tank. So now we gonna discredit Tank because Frank
No,
Martin
I
is
would
bush.
never discredit Tank like I said. But don't
sit there and try and make it seem like
that Shakur just some straight up trash. No,
Nobody said
do
that.
not.
But
Shakur ain't
Nobody
gotta
said
make
that.
you're the
adjustments.
one saying
Shakur,
no.
Shakur ain't
Rich,
got it.
Rich,
Shakur ain't
Rich,
gotta make adjustments.
He ain't
Rich.
fought
Shakur ain't
Hold on,
never
nobody.
I
had to
don't
make
want to have
He
no
ain't never
adjustments.
been in
That's
a
why
fight
you would
yet.
never know.
That's
He ain't
That's
been
why
in a
you would
fight.
never know.
Guys,
That's why you would
guys,
never
can I
know,
jump
bro.
in? Can
You
I
would never
jump in?
know that.
Because
He ain't got it.
Listen.
Please.
Listen, Rich, I don't think you realizing what you're saying. What Sports Heaven is saying is you're asking why Tank got to make adjustments. He's making adjustments because he's fighting competition where he needs to make adjustments. So the fact that you're saying that Shakur Stevenson is fighting people and he doesn't have to make adjustments, he's obviously not fighting the level of competition that makes him
Preach.
that has him that needs to make adjustments. So all of the projection all the other fan bases be doing about how Tank don't ever fight nobody, he's literally fighting people that you just admitted to where he's having to make adjustments in the ring because he's fighting a level of competition where he needs to do that, which is why you get to see Tank display so many things in so many different styles. But you're saying yourself, we ain't never seen Shakur have to make no adjustments. So what do you think that means when you say that? That's the whole point that we're making.
And,
All right.
and
I
I'm
agree
saying,
with that.
I'm saying,
And
and I'm
can
saying,
I respond to what
and I'm
Sports even
saying this.
said?
I'm saying this at 130 when he fought the best competitions at his weight class, he had to make adjustments. Can't blame it on the weight class. At 126, he
And
did
who
the
was
same
that? And
thing.
who did he fight at 130?
You just named some of the people that he
No,
fought at
what I'm asking you,
130.
brother. I'm asking you, brother.
He
Who
fought.
did he
He
fight?
fought. Valdez was the
All
number
right, stop,
two.
stop right there.
All
And
right.
Valdez, hold on. And since he lost to Shakur, how many fights have Valdez won since then?
And that's bad.
He
That's not
won.
a
He
good
won like
thing.
probably 2 or 3 other fights after that.
Man, now you making up stuff.
He
He
won
lost
2
his
fights.
last
He
two
won 3
fights.
fights.
He
He won
lost
3
his
fights
last
after
two
that.
fights. He lost
Man,
his last two
Valdez was
fights.
30. Valdez was like 30 and 24 when he
But
fought
it was, but
Shakur.
listen,
I
he
remember that,
arguably,
nigga.
listen,
He
he
now he's
arguably
33 and
lost.
something.
Listen, hold on, brother. And my name
We
is
could go on
Sports Heaven.
boxing right now. You want to bet on that? You want to bet on that?
Brother. My name is Sports Heaven. I'm not nigga.
I said you want to bet on that.
No,
Law's
I ain't
definitely
Hold
won these
on,
fights
hold
2 or
on,
3
after
y'all.
that.
fights
Hold
after
on,
that.
hold on,
You
hold
want to
on.
bet
How
on
the
that?
We
hell
got
is
a new
boxing
person
Let's
on the
bet on that.
happening?
He
panel.
won 2 or 3
Shout
fights
out
after
to
that.
Boxing Hacker on
Ain't
the
no damn
panel.
shot.
Come on,
Whoa.
man. Talking that crazy stuff with me.
Let's
Can
Kevin
I
and Rich.
respond?
I'm gonna fight
Okay.
sports.
You go in and out too,
It's
Saint.
Kevin and
He
Rich.
broke up,
Y'all
Two
wrap it
Cent. What
up.
do you say?
I just think that's very fucked up for a person to say that Shakur don't need to make adjustments. Then that should show you the competition that he's fighting. Because
Facts.
all fighters should be able to be in the
That is
ring and
crazy.
be able to make adjustments.
Yeah,
So do
I
I,
agree.
and that's exactly what happened with Devin Haney. But we gotta stop using that
Ooh.
PED shit because there's a lot
Uh-oh.
of shit that went wrong in that
Preach,
fight.
brother. Preach,
From
brother.
the game plan, all the way up, and the PD should be the last
Man,
thing the
y'all right,
motherfuckers
man.
should be
Tank fought the
complaining
best
about.
fighters, man. Y'all right.
Yeah, we know we
Y'all
It
right,
ain't
right.
brother.
even
We don't
that.
we
Y'all
right.
right.
Hold on, Boxing
We know
He
we
Hacker.
fought
Hold
the
right.
on.
best fighters at 135. Y'all right, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
don't
got it.
deflect. Don't
Yo,
Y'all
deflect.
got it.
Don't
can I
deflect.
respond to?
He's
Hold on,
fought
Rich.
better competition than Shakur's fought at
Yeah, he fought
135. You
better
can agree
competition
with
than
that,
Shakur at
right?
135.
Rich,
He
hold
been at
up. Rich,
135
hold
for
up.
years.
Can
Okay,
I
so what's the
respond?
problem?
Sports Heaven.
Of course. That's
Two
Go
what I'm
seconds.
ahead,
Can I
trying to
fight
respond
say.
to
sports
Sports
talk.
Heaven?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
fight sports talk.
Sports Heaven. I'm picking Shakur to win, but I've said repeatedly the fight's close. I never compared Tank to De Los Santos. I've said that Shakur hasn't fought somebody who is going to pressure him like Tank. So I'm picking Shakur to win, but only just, and I'm not saying that Tank's like any guy he's fought. So that's I don't know where you're getting. Maybe you got that from somebody else. I want to respond to what Ty said about what does Shakur have to keep Tank off of him. It's not punching power. It's this for me. It's the slickness I described. Now, again, you guys kind of laughed at me when I said that, but anybody who knows boxing knows that if you fight somebody who makes you miss constantly, which Shakur does do, sometimes that can mentally fatigue you. So, but Tank's not. I don't think that will stop Tank from pressuring him. I think Shakur needs to improve his footwork, which is what I said earlier.
And that's where punch placement come in at as well. It's like, bro, what I'm saying is, when it came to that De Los Santos fight, bro, regardless of how we want to look at the situation, bro, he did not want to engage at all. And
I
regardless of whether
agree.
you heard
I
or
said
not,
that.
and whether you heard or not, you should be in the ring. You still should be able to make adjustments.
Right.
And like I said, that fight showed me a lot of shit. Like
I
it showed me
agree.
that, and then even for Shakur to tell Tank
Can
to go
somebody
and fight
mute
De Los
themselves?
Santos, like that's soft as shit. That's some
I want to
soft ass shit.
respond to fight. I want to
Paid in
respond
full.
to fight support.
Yeah, what's up?
So I get what you're saying that you're stating that you think Shakur is elusive or he's slick is the word that you use. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that
but
kind of
can I just clarify?
contradicts.
Can I?
What?
Sorry,
Wait a
can I
minute.
just
Let me
clarify?
finish.
Okay, sure.
So, but that kind of contradicts what you just said in the same sentence that he needs to work on his footwork and cutting off the ring. He is elusive because he runs around the ring. Now, if in fact it comes down to that, you said you have Shakur winning, correct?
I did, but I've said repeatedly it's close, and I'm only picking a winner because that's what we're discussing.
That is correct. That's fine. So you said you picked Shakur to win. So then my question is this. In every fight, there comes a moment in that fight when you have to get your respect. You got to get in there and you got to get it. Do you
Yep.
see Shakur coming out victorious in any type of exchange?
Okay, if first of all, I just want to clarify. I did say yes. I used the word slick, but I said there's levels to slickness. Dimitri Bivol. I'll just use him as an example because he's one of my favorites. He's levels above Shakur. Okay, so there's levels to slickness. Okay, is Shakur going to come out on top of exchanges? If he stays off the ropes, if he stays out of the corner, then and they're punching each other from long range and Tank gets close to him. I believe Shakur can. He's very quick, and it's boring as hell to watch. But he's very quick at either getting out of punching range or clinching you. And if you're asking me, Ty, if Shakur is going to come out on top, if they start throwing down, probably not. But the thing about Shakur, and again, it's boring as hell, but it is crafty. He's very good at limiting his opponents from being able to get off exchanges.
Okay, so limiting his opponents. And what opponent has he faced that's like Gervonta?
Nobody, but that's what I said to Sports Heaven. I'm not comparing Tank Davis to any of Shakur's previous opponents.
Or at least you honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, let
you
me jump in here real quick.
All right, let me know when I can.
Hacker.
hell no,
Boxing
Boxing
Yeah,
Hacker.
let me jump.
Hold on.
Let me jump in here.
Hold on.
Boxing Hacker. Boxing
Ty,
Hacker, get your 2 cents, and then I'm gonna
Ty,
let
did
Teach go.
I answer your question?
Okay, so okay, I hear what everybody's saying, right? But I just can't see it. Tank does have more power than Shakur. Well, let me say it like this: he can generate more power than Shakur. However, Shakur is a superior boxer towards Tank. I
No, he's
think
not.
Oh my
he
god.
definitely is. I
He's
hope this
not a
fight does
superior
happen
boxer.
so y'all can finally see it.
Nigga who
No, so
argued us
here's
for
the
20
thing. Here's the
minutes
thing.
about what a power puncher is last night. I don't want to hear nothing that
No,
Boxing Hacker
wait, relax. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to what can you do to keep him off him? You don't just need power in boxing to keep somebody off you. This
No
distance
shit.
and positioning is also something very important. And Shakur is a master of moving in and out of distance. He's literally like a master of doing it.
And that's the
We
problem.
see it in so many of his fights. You know, and one thing about Shakur people don't mention is that how sharp he is. Even though he gets out of distance, he always stays in a balanced boxing position, which is also important. So
That's
he's always
not
ready
true.
to. That is very true. Yes, it's true.
Bro, oh my
It's
god,
been
bro.
true for
Go ahead,
Shakur
bro.
ever since the amateurs when he was fighting the international level. Shakur is a special type of fighter. You're not just going to beat him running up to him. A lot of fighters try to pressure Shakur. Dos Santos tried to pressure Shakur. He can't even land one punch.
De Los Santos can't even cut off the ring.
And I'm not.
It's not that he couldn't cut out the ring. It's that Shakur was just that elusive. It's not as easy as y'all
Bro,
thinking
it
it
ain't
is.
even bro. The nigga couldn't cut
Y'all
off the
think
ring. If he
y'all
would have cut the ring off and
and
make it
it's
fight,
not to
bro,
say
it's a
Tank
whole
doesn't have a
different
chance
fight.
to beat Shakur. It's not to say Tank doesn't have a chance to beat Shakur. I mean, I think he has a good puncher's chance, and there is, step in the ring, you have a chance. But as stylistically, skill for skill, Shakur is the more skilled fighter.
Man, you
very
lying,
evident.
bro. That's not
It's
true.
been evident since they were kids.
In which
Ty,
way,
did I
Boxing Hacker?
answer your
Yeah.
question
So
earlier?
when you say in which
No, I
way,
responded to you
this
fighting
okay.
backstage.
All right.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker, land
respond
your
to.
plane and let Ty and Fight Sports finish up their conversation.
Okay, so you asking which way, right? Distance, positioning, foot speed, hand speed, all
That's all.
Shakur,
Man, that shit
all
don't.
Shakur's.
You keep talking about
So
foot
wait. Let
all
me
Shakur.
get what you're saying, Boxing Hacker. You saying
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson has better foot speed, positioning,
Yes.
and hand speed than Tank Davis?
Yes. He also
This nigga
places shots
Foot
better.
speed. hand speed, and
Uh,
positioning,
yes,
all
and he places
faster than
punches
Tank
better. Yeah,
Davis.
he actually places punches better than Tank. Not to say
Yeah,
Tank
but
And
can't
he
what?
place
Hold on,
places
punches,
you
his
gotta stop
but
punches
saying that
better,
Shakur,
shit.
even though his hands falling apart.
yes, he places his punches really well.
And Tank don't
Like
do that.
I don't
What are
know,
you
if people
talking
don't aren't
about?
watching this kid, but this kid is
How do
really sharp.
how do
You
you
know,
I
there's a
see
have
him
to
with
I have
reason
fucking
like
knockouts,
he's
thick
where he's
man?
at.
photos before watching, but I do.
Yeah,
Like
there's a
this
reason
shit is
that he's
crazy. Like, how do
where
you
he's
think the
at.
nigga get the knockouts that he get out? I mean, the knockouts that he get.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
think
saying
he's
he
not
can't knock
setting those
people out.
punches
I'm not
up?
saying Tank's not sharp. I'm saying
Throwing the
Shakur is
least
No, I'm
amount of
saying
sharper.
he
punches.
set up.
I'm
I'm
saying there's
saying
a
he set up the
reason why
punches.
they're not gonna fight him until later. I'm saying that right now. There's a reason why. Listen, these
Bro,
people
what the
know each
fuck is
other.
the
They all know
reason?
each other since the amateurs. Y'all just know them from the pros. There's a reason
Bro,
why they're
what
holding
is the
off on Shakur.
reason?
There is a
Because if
reason.
you reach, man, that's what I be saying. Niggas be
All
acting
right, fight
delusional,
sports.
bro.
What you got, fight sports?
Yeah, well, Ty, you respond. You can let me know what you agree and disagree with what I said because I answered your question earlier.
I don't forgot. Boxer Hacker done drove me crazy. We'll circle back. We'll circle back. Let him finish rambling. We'll circle back.
There's a reason why these guys put Shakur last. There's a reason why people don't want to fight Shakur. A lot of these fighters know Shakur from the amateur. Shakur,
Bro, that's
between Shakur
bullshit.
and Rasheed Warren, they were like those dudes in the amateurs. Like
Boxing hat.
and Shakur was a very talented fighter. Y'all, I don't know,
Box,
people can't see it because it's not as exciting. But if you
boxing
have a
hat.
really good boxing eye, you
Nobody
can
said.
really see
Listen,
Shakur.
nobody said he wasn't a good fighter. We're just saying we don't think he can beat Tank. That's it.
Which is fair.
I think it's a bad.
I mean,
Listen.
yeah.
This is what I said. I said Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is a bad style matchup, and I continue to tell people why it was a bad style matchup. And the fight happened just like I said it would happen. I think that Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson is a bad style matchup. And it could be a bad style matchup, and it could be a bad style matchup for Tank. But to me, I feel like it's a bad style matchup for Shakur because we
Yeah.
don't see him fighting pressure fighter. We don't see him fighting boxer punchers. And then you're gonna get in the ring with the best, hardest hitting boxer puncher at 35.
I mean, De Los Santos is a
And then
boxer
all of
puncher
us,
too.
De Los
No,
Santos was
he's just a
trash in that
puncher.
fight. He
And
He's
was
that's
a
my
boxer
thing. Like
puncher.
you,
I don't
you,
know what to
you
cheeks in
say.
always
that
talk
fight.
about. You
I
keep
don't even
talking
want to get
about them
into those
And I
definitions
definitions,
don't
again.
even know
but
why
it
y'all
nothing
keep
ever
saying
come to
De Los
that.
Santos. What does that have to do with Tank? Listen,
Well, you say you
Tank
don't see him
gets in the
fighting boxer
ring and
punchers.
he's
Yeah, he
setting
does.
up his
Yeah,
shots.
Tank is super talented. He's a talented kid. I'm not saying he's not. Here's the thing. What I'm saying though, when I look at them skill for skill, I think Shakur is just a little bit more talented. I
Hold
just
on, let
think
me get
so.
this super chat.
I
Let me
That's
get
think
your
this
that's
super
how it's
opinion.
chat.
always been.
Shout
I
out to
don't see how.
Hannibal with the $5 in the super chat. He says boxing hacker cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Hannibal
Like I
with the
said, it's
$5
hard
in
to
the super
say.
chat.
I mean, when you step in the ring, anything can happen, right? Maybe they step in the ring, then Tank does win. It's possible. But if I was to just look at it and say who's going to win, I think Shakur is going to win that fight. I
All
think a
right.
lot of people are going to be
Well,
surprised and they're
But
going to
you
make
can't.
excuses.
here we go
How
now.
do he win? How do he win?
He outboxes
How
Tank
do
for
he
12
win?
rounds. He outboxes
You
Tank for
think
12
you?
straight
And
rounds.
you think
Yes.
that's possible?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I think it's very possible. I
With
think it's
Frank
Tank
Martin
highly
tried that.
likely.
All right.
Not
Frank
impossible. I
Martin
feel like
tried
it's
the
highly
same
So
thing.
likely.
I want to go now, 2 cents.
But Frank Martin tried the same thing, and what
Go
happened
ahead,
with
Teach.
him?
Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson are two different levels, though.
Go ahead, Teach.
You
Yeah,
what?
Hold on. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I'm about to dip off. So just let me say this, right? Again, we're just gonna have to like agree to disagree on this topic because I mean, every time Shakur fans bring up their opinion on how Shakur wins, there's always some pushback during our dialogue, right? Like Shakur can't do it, right? So there's always going to be some disagreements. So like, I don't want like Rich to get too emotional about this because there's just always going to be pushback, no matter like how we see it, right? So obviously, when it comes to the resume, I think Shakur washes everybody on Tank's resume, and I think Tank washes everybody on Shakur's resume. It is what it is. Those two guys just gotta meet up with each other. Again,
You think Shakur
the
washes
guy,
Barrios?
yeah, yeah. You see what I mean? I'm explaining. So You
I'm
gotta let me
asking.
finish, man. So again, the guy that came up here, who has the hashtag VDT, I mean, he mentioned, jumping back in a straight line. Obviously, we know that Shakur's defense, that's priority for him. And to what Boxing Hacker said in his super chat, plus, he came up here and explained it. Again, Shakur, like he relies on his long reach and footwork to stay away from these boxers. So moving back in a straight line helps him, right? What does that do? It helps him reset, right? And Shakur is quick enough to do that, right? We've seen this in all his fights, and nobody's hardly able to neutralize what he does because he's fast enough to do it. And what this does for Shakur, like again, it minimize like it's like minimal risk for him, right? You compare what for example Adamas did, right? So Adamas was pretty much in the pocket with Hamza all night, slipping shots and all that stuff. Um Shakur doesn't do that because it's some risk in there for him, right? Because while Adames is slipping shots in the pocket, he's still vulnerable to get hit, right? Shakur feels like he doesn't want to get hit, so he takes the safest route, and that's going back, right? Again, Shakur does more than step back, right? Because when he fights in the pocket as well, he could avoid shots, right? Who's to say that doesn't work against Tank? We don't know. We got to see those guys in the ring together, right? So I mean, that's what it is, man. Again, I have Shakur beating Tank. I think Shakur is a better boxer than Tank, and it is what it is. And you guys could just disagree all you want because I mean, it's just not gonna phase me, man. And
Okay,
and
thank you,
that's
T.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Nobody listen, Teach. It's just
Ah,
conversation.
you're
Nobody
wrong.
trying to
Teach.
phase you, bro.
Hey, Teach, you hit it on the money.
Ty, do you want to respond to what I said earlier? Okay.
Somebody say, how Shakur gonna keep Tank off him with no power?
By movement. It's so easy.
Oh, it's so
Moving.
easy,
Hey,
huh?
wait, hold on.
Yeah,
They
like what are
Hold
keep
we
on, we
saying?
got a
Yeah,
new
like
panelist. Shout out Dondrick Nim on the panel.
Fight sport. You said the last thing you said was that he wins the exchange if he stays off the rope, right? So you actually said about 3 or 4 things that Shakur would need to do in order to be victorious in an exchange with Tank. So I then said to you, Shakur has to be perfect for 36 minutes. Do you think he's capable of doing that? He has to be
I
absolutely 100% perfect.
okay. I agree. Can, I agree with you. Yes, he does need to be 100% perfect. I'm I'm not definitively saying Tank never wins. I just 2 Cents asked us who we would favor to win, and I'm just saying Shakur. I think yes, because Tank, okay, yeah, he's got power, but not Artur Beterbiev or George Foreman powers. So, in other words, you can get hurt by him and still survive, whereas you get hurt by a prime Foreman and you're not surviving. So, unless you're Muhammad Ali, so yeah, I think he can do that because his entire game plan, or his entire game revolves around defense, awkwardness, shutting down his opponents, limiting them. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I believe he can do that. But if he doesn't and Tank wins, I've been saying this entire time the fight's competitive, and so I wouldn't be shocked.
All right, I'm gonna let Dondrick Nim get his 2 cents off. We got Dondrick Nim on the panel. Shout out Dondrick Nim.
Yeah, you lucky Boxer Hacker got out because he knew I came up here because he was up here too. I've been wanting to say something. Yeah, you back. See, I don't like that this Shakur is faster than Tank. Nothing Shakur has done has proven that he's faster than Tank. His feet aren't faster because he can't cut the ring off. You keep saying because he jumped back. Just because you jump back doesn't mean you're faster. You might be quicker, but you're not faster. There's a difference. His hand spins aren't fast enough because he doesn't pinpoint, he doesn't have the accuracy that Tank does when it comes to exchanging. He would have more knockouts. So how are you gonna say he's faster? There's
wait.
no evidence for half of the arguments we make. Of
You,
course,
you just say he might be quicker, but he's not faster. I don't even know what that
he's
means.
definitely
Hold on,
he's
Boxer Hacker. Let him get his 2 cents
Boxing
off.
Hacker. He gonna jump in the middle anyway. And like
Go
I was
ahead,
saying,
Dondrick
like
Nim.
everybody else is saying, no one's gonna agree because we're going off what ifs. But one guy has more what ifs than the other one. Then there's Rich. He's saying,
Agreed.
"Oh, Tank ain't fought nobody." I can name 3 people that can beat everybody on Shakur's resume, on Tank's resume, but you
Hey,
can't do
listen,
that with
man. Hey,
Shakur.
listen. Hey,
Let him
listen. When
finish.
when
Let
I
him
say he
finish,
ain't fought
Rich. Let
nobody,
him
Let me speak.
finish,
Let me
I'm
speak
Rich.
first,
comparing.
bro.
I'm
Rich,
comparing
let
it
him
to what
finish.
Hold
Shakur
on,
Let
did.
me
let me.
speak
I'll respond
first.
after
Let him
him.
Yeah,
finish,
Let
before you
me
Rich.
say
speak,
that.
bro. Let me speak. I ain't cut you off. Let me talk. Cause if you want to just do by we comparing, all right, let's compare 26 and their 26. Okay, who on there could beat that at that time Pedraza? Let's put them against all the champions that Shakur fought. None of them are beating Pedraza. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to Leo. None of them are beating Leo at 130. So
Are we doing
Valdez is not.
fantasy
None of them
boxing?
are. So let's be serious. Like then 35, the competition is not the same. So we keep saying all these what ifs, but if you compare the resumes, Tanks is better. I don't know why people keep saying that. Oh, Shakur has this great resume. He has a decent resume. He's fought champions because he could, because they were on his side of the time, and he had to beg for those fights because Bob wouldn't give them to him. So I don't understand that. What are y'all talking about? Like, oh, Shakur's going to do this. Shakur's going to outbox Tank and it's going to be 12-0. How? How? The people don't understand, like, when you pull back like that, you keep pulling back. You understand that you're on the back foot constantly. You got to throw sooner or later. And if he throws, it's only one time you got to time it. You just got to time it
Can
one
I
time. That's it.
can I
That's
throw
it.
can I
Hey,
throw
look,
this?
it's
Oh,
easy
Can
to
let me
say.
respond
It's
It's
first.
easy
very
to say.
easy. I'm gonna tell you
It's
that.
Hold on,
It's
let
easy
me
to
very
respond
say
easy.
first,
Can I,
y'all.
that shit like you
It's
in the
if
ring
Don?
I
with
Can
know
I,
I've done it
It's
before,
easy to
so
say
I
that shit
know.
like you in
Yes,
the
you
ring
can.
with
It's very
Shakur or
easy.
something like that.
Don?
Oh, let
Can
me
I?
It's
let me
No,
respond
easy
to
to
what he
say that.
said,
It's
y'all.
easy to
I
Hacker,
say
didn't
what
even
hacker,
Bob
hacker.
realize.
Hold
do.
up, hold up, hold up. This is one
No, he
comment.
was talking to me,
Don.
so let me respond to him.
I was
So,
talking.
okay,
I was
let's
talking to
talk
everybody.
about
I
it.
was not talking to you, boxing hacker. All
He
right,
Yeah,
said
actually,
Don.
I'm
boxing
talking
Yeah,
to
hacker.
you.
yeah,
I don't
hacker,
like
hacker.
you.
This is just one comment. Don,
Okay.
Don. I wanna ask you. I've been saying yes that Shakur does need to improve his footwork, and I get the same thing from Canelo fans because I'm picking David Benavidez to beat Dimitri Bivol because I believe Benavidez can improve his footwork. I think Shakur can improve his footwork too, and he needs to if he's going to beat someone like Tank. So is it? I don't know. People look at me, maybe not you guys, but people look at me sideways when I say yes. I think Shakur can improve. Is that? I hear what you're saying. He does need to improve his footwork, but I believe he can do it. Does that make sense?
I don't think what Shakur needs to improve on his footwork. I need to think he's need a more competent offense. Sort of like Bivol. You know how Bivol was willing to exchange with Better Beef?
Yeah. Well,
That's what Shakur
well,
would have to
Shakur,
do. And I don't think Shakur has the chin that Bivol has or the
I
ability
agree.
to.
I agree.
People
I
say
said
I think
Shakur,
Shakur has. I don't think Shakur has horrible power, but I think he has decent power. But I think you need good power to keep Tank off you.
and he
I
doesn't
think you
have
need
that.
at
Yeah,
least great power. Because the only
And
person
I
we ever seen Tank really walk away from is Barrios and Rowling.
and I
And
I
that's
never
the only
agree.
even
And
ones
I
he
really
was
really
saying,
fought
I
on
was
the
saying
back
to
foot like
Ty,
that.
I
I was
never
saying to
really
Ty
saw
early.
Shakur.
I was saying to,
All right, hold on,
I was
y'all. Let me
saying,
get this super chat. Shout out to NH82 with the $5 in a super chat. He say Dondrick sound like Rico from Billy with his hating ass.
Yes,
Talking
sir.
about
oh,
I
I
don't
don't
like
like that. I'm
all
gonna drop a
these
dime
good
on it.
things y'all saying about Kerr. Shout out NH82.
Hey, I was gonna
well,
say
Don,
when that fight happens, I haven't seen Shakur fought off a fight off the back foot, and more than likely, he's gonna be on the back foot when that fight happens.
So, okay, so let me just respond to a couple of things, right? What you said, Dondre. So when you said that, well, Shakur is not fast because he doesn't cut off the ring. Let's be clear. Let's be a little bit technical there. You don't need fast feet to cut off the ring. You realize that, right? You just need to angle it's the way you angle yourself moving forward. It's not
Wrong.
about your foot speed.
Wrong.
You can be super fast on your feet and not be able to cut off the ring. And you can be super
Not
slow on your
elite.
feet
Not with
and
elite
it can
footwork.
be able to cut off the
Do
ring.
you
It's how
understand
you
that?
angle yourself while
That's
moving forward towards your
boxing
opponent.
hacker. You ain't never boxed, so I don't think you really understand that. You
This
got
is
That
to
nigga,
this is
cut the
man, that
ring.
nigga
boxing
a computer. He a
101.
computer man.
Foot speed and cut off the ring are two different things.
He work on
So
internet.
when we
Foot,
talk about
you
when I
need
say
foot
he's
speed to cut off the ring.
no, you do not. You need to be able to angle yourself. You can be a slow. There are heavyweights who could cut off the ring.
I think it's crazy how boxing hackers sit up here and argue with
No, because
boxers.
it doesn't make sense, right?
It
There are
does
heavyweights
because
who
you
hacker,
know
But
cut
would
off
you
the
all
ring,
argue
all
with
you
and
people
they're
do
with
is
that
slower than
happen?
the
Would you
average.
argue
Boxing
with that
hacker,
type
you
of boxing?
literally sat up here and arguing with boxers about
Boxing
pressure
these
fighters.
fighters trainers, man, tell them the same thing, and they get in the ring with Shakur and lose.
Yeah,
Don't
it's about
yeah,
first,
cutting
these
off the ring.
fighters,
It's about
these
angles.
trainers say
It's
the
the way you
same
move
thing to
forward.
they fighters, and they get in the ring and lose. If it's that easy, they'd be in there with them right now.
Yo,
first of
cutting
all,
off the ring is the way you
What's
move forward.
wrong with these
You're
niggas, man?
angling yourself so you're cutting the ring in half as you move forward. That's cutting off the ring.
What?
It's not
let me
about
ask.
What
you
kind?
being
I gotta ask you. I gotta
quick.
ask you.
Have you
Let
ever
me ask him.
boxed,
I
Now,
want to ask
if
him
you
a question.
want me to give you an example of Shakur being quick on his feet, him being able to move in and out of position at the same speed as somebody throwing the punch.
Okay, I got a question. How
a
do you
When
cut
did he
off?
do it?
I'm gonna ask you a simple question. How do you cut off the ring?
I just explained it.
No,
Right?
no.
It's the
You
way
did
you
not
move
explain. I'm
forward
talking about with your
has
foot. Tell me what your feet have to do to cut off the ring.
I'll
He
explain one more
don't
time.
know because the
The
nigga
way
never
you move
fucking
forward,
fought.
the way you use angles to move forward. That's how
How?
you cut off the ring.
How do you angle?
What do you mean? How do you use
Quick
angles?
shuffles, concise movements.
Oh my god!
Do you understand it? Quick.
It doesn't have to be.
Do you
They're
understand it?
heavyweights.
You do
There are,
understand?
there are heavyweights
And
who are
then
super
We're not
slow
talking
and they
about no
can cut
damn
off the ring.
heavyweights.
It has nothing to do with you.
Why you think
It's a
Usyk is like
technique.
the number one heavyweight right now? He has the quickest feet. He can get
It's
in
a
and out.
technique. Cutting off the ring is a
He is
technique.
Usyk's
faster
one
than
of the
most of
best
these
in
It's
guys.
the
not.
game.
It's not ability
Andre,
to
you
gain
have to remember,
full
this is the
speed.
same nigga last night that argued with us for 20 minutes about what a pressure fighter was, even after I read him
Yeah,
the
he's a boxer puncher. What are you?
He
I don't
literally
know what
sat up
to
here and
say.
argued with professional fighters about
They know
what
what they were
pressure fighter
saying.
was.
Nigga's a
For a
boxer
Professional
nigga that
puncher.
never
fighters
threw a punch
was
in
trying
his
to
life.
tell this man
He's a
what
clear
a
boxer
professional
puncher.
fighter was. Be quiet, Boxer.
He's a
You can't talk over everybody, bro. You
All
you've
right,
been
my bad.
talking.
Go ahead.
Come
You're right.
on.
My bad.
He literally sat up here and argued with two professional fighters about what a pressure fighter was.
And that's crazy from a
No,
nigga that never even stepped their foot in a boxing ring. Like,
Here's the
that's
thing.
crazy.
Here's the thing. You can be very slow on your feet and you can still cut the ring. It has nothing to do with foot speed. It has nothing to do. It's a
Boxing
technique. It
actually,
has
how
nothing to do
would
with
you
your.
know if you
This,
never boxed, bro? How
But
would you know
anyway,
that?
that's besides the point. If
I'm
you got
guessing.
faster, it's still gonna make a difference. So who has
So, and
faster
when we're
feet,
talking about
Boxing Hacker?
fast
You
feet,
think Shakur Stevenson has faster feet than
yes,
Tank
yes,
Davidson? I don't
yes,
think
yes,
Okay,
yes.
well,
And
somebody.
I based it off
Hold on,
their
Hacker,
movements.
come on, hold up. I'm picking Shakur to win, but I disagree with that. Tank's feet are just as fast, if not faster. Shakur doesn't win fights because he's faster than everyone. He wins with his skill, but
bro.
especially fighting somebody who doesn't cut much weight like Tank, he's going to be fighting a guy who does have quick feet, and again, that's what makes this fight very close. So Shakur's not lightning speed. He doesn't have Roy Jones like speed.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's quicker than Tank.
gonna leave Roy
So
alone.
I don't know. So like
Tank is
when you
just
not
as fast as
true.
Ryan Garcia.
And you
Ryan
can't even
Garcia
tell us
has a
how.
different type of. Okay, y'all realize the way
And he called
Ryan
him
Garcia's speed is different than Tank and Shakur's speed. Do y'all know that?
Ryan's hand speed is 10 times faster.
It's different. It's not the same kind of speed. Do y'all realize that? Does anybody
So
realize
there
that,
is no
or is it just
objective
me?
way you can just.
Hold on, y'all. We got a new panelist. Shout out to In the Building Boxing. What's up in the building boxing? What's your 2 cents? What you got
What's
for
up,
the
2
show?
cents?
What's going on? What's your 2
I want
cents?
to
What
say,
you got for the show?
I want to say thank you for letting me on your panel. But my thing is with Shakur, I think he's a defensive fighter. He's a good, decent fighter, but he's too defensive for Tank. Tank gonna keep him on his back foot the whole night. And my thing is, I don't think Shakur is a dog to push Tank up off of him. Is he gonna exchange with him in the middle of the round when it's time for them to get rough and tough? And I think Tank gonna knock Shakur out. That's my opinion.
That's what I said. When it's time to really get in there and earn your respect,
Like it's gonna be a fight. Like it's Shakur gonna fight Tank. Y'all, like that's what I'm saying. Like when
there comes a minute in every fight, yo, you gotta earn your respect.
No, they're not always.
He either gonna get done like Frank or he gonna get done like Hector Garcia.
Yo, not every time.
You gotta earn your respect in that ring. You can't fight back you can't backpedal the whole fight. You're gonna have to stand your ground one way or another way.
No,
and that's why
all right, can I just
The problem with this, right? Y'all are acting like Shakur never stands in the pocket and fight people. Like y'all think Shakur constantly goes back every single fight.
If he stands in the pocket and fight, it's gonna look like Hector Garcia fight.
But again, the narrative that I'm trying to say is Shakur jumps back. Shakur runs all the time when he doesn't.
Nobody's saying that.
So he just did. He says Shakur is gonna be running. Like that's what he does. So again,
against
Shakur
against a certain style, he does that. That's
again, Shakur, you never know what Shakur's gonna do against Tank, man. Like you may be surprised that he stays in the pocket to fight Tank. But I do get y'all point. If he does that, he could get clipped. So I'm not refuting that because that could definitely happen. But again, Shakur, he doesn't have to run if he doesn't want to. I mean, he could just stay in the pocket if he needs to.
Nah, he can't
But
do that because
he
he
not
won't
gonna
never
do
do
that with a
that.
certain
I
fighter
just
though,
pray this
bro.
fight happens because a lot of you
Like
guys
if
gonna
you
be
don't
punching
have
the air,
nothing,
man.
if he don't expect
And
nothing coming back,
Yeah, I
of
hope it
course he gonna
happens
feel
too.
safe to stand in the
I
pocket.
pray
If something
I
comes
pray
back,
Tank
I'm gonna
calls
be different.
Shakur's name out.
And like for what boxing hacker and Don was pretty much saying, boxing hacker and Don, you guys gotta agree with each other at some point. Like this was like an agreeable point that you guys made because you do need some foot speed, to cut off the ring. But also it takes angles. Benavidez doesn't have the best foot speed. Like dude is slow, but he's like one of the best. He cuts the ring off very good. Good. We saw Tank right in the Frank Martin fight. He wasn't using speed to cut off the ring. He was using angles. So I mean, both things can be
Mhm.
true. Well, both things are true. So you guys just gotta agree with each other at
They gotta cut that
certain
shit
points.
up.
Hmm? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Hold on,
crazy.
y'all. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to ASO Stan with the $4.99 in the super chat. Says, do y'all pay attention to what Hacker says? About 3 months ago, he said he used to box in the amateurs and worked at NASA. Swear. Shout out to ASO Stan
I
for
said
the
that like 2 weeks
$4.99 in the
ago.
super chat.
I said I worked
I'll
in that
be.
2 weeks ago. I don't understand
I'll,
what
re-
the
I'll
Can I say
respond.
one thing so I can go? Because I gotta go take care of
Go
my
ahead,
kid.
Dondrick. No.
Come on, come
I
Hey,
on,
understand
Tucson,
what
I
you're
got a
y'all.
saying.
question though.
Uh,
This like
let, let,
totally off topic.
let me
Go
finish.
ahead, go
Let me
ahead,
finish this real quick so I can go, bro.
go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not saying Shakur doesn't have fast feet. I'm just from what I've seen with my eyes, he has cat-like reflexes, but his reflexes are mainly to get away. What I'm saying is Tank has the reflexes to get inside. And if Tank gets
Yeah.
inside, I don't see a way that Shakur, because his combination punches is usually 1-3-1, one to the head, two to the body, or is two to the body, then back up to the head. He does the same kind of combinations. And I think after a while, he doesn't really change up his variation of punches. I think sooner or later he's going to get clipped. And I think even if he's still trying to escape, he's going to get caught because most of the time he
Yeah.
does. Sometimes he does go to the left, sometimes he does go to the right, but most time he tries to stay out of distance. But then there's the gazelle hook to get you hit because you can't get out of that. You can't get out of the way of the gazelle hook because the only thing you have to do is guess what side you're going to. And if you pick the wrong side, you're going to sleep. But I understand what y'all saying when y'all think Shakur, his defense could keep him out of the way because it is a possibility that his defense is just that great. You know what I'm saying? But from what I say, I think a better offense is always going to nullify a great defense.
Right,
That's it.
and
I mean,
a lot
Floyd
of
That's a
his
good.
Mayweather went
That's a
movements,
good
50 and
his
0.
point,
body shots
I
Dondrick.
would
mean,
That's a
would
good
slow
point.
that
Defensively,
down.
because
so I don't know.
Hacker,
But
because
You just mentioned a point which I've made multiple times. Shakur is not Floyd Mayweather. He's not as smooth. He's not as slick. He doesn't look
He's
as
not.
There
confident.
are some comparisons between him and Floyd, though. So let's not.
Hacker.
man, hell
You
no.
jump in as
There,
soon.
there are
Somebody
some
talks for 10
comparisons.
seconds and you jump in. You talk for 3 minutes.
It's a
Somebody
The
little
talks for
only
10
bit.
seconds.
It's
comparison
a
You
is
jump
little
in.
bit.
hands. That's the only
Hold up.
comparison. Them brittle ass hands.
No, they both cried at the Olympics.
But
They both
Hold
were.
on,
can
Hacker.
I say
Let
something,
Space
y'all, right
Sports
quick with
finish
the
what he was
Floyd?
saying.
Jesus.
This nigga said they cried at the
Go
Olympics.
Jesus. Yeah, Hacker. Shakur is not Floyd Mayweather for multiple reasons. So it's not apples to apples when you say, well, Floyd went 50-0. Floyd, even though I thought he lost Castillo the first time and thought it was a pretty clear loss, he never looked that uncomfortable, even though he was under pressure from a bigger guy and he did have an injured shoulder. Against Maidana, it was a rough fight, but he came through it. Shakur, he's never been pressured like those guys did, Floyd, and when guys just get slightly close to him, I mean, I think it was I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned the De Los Santos fight with Shakur. Yeah, De Los Santos was just getting inches closer to Shakur, and Shakur was jumping back like 5 feet. So
Right.
these are reasons Ty was asking me, like, do I think Shakur can be perfect for 12 rounds? I think he can, but he's got to show new levels to his game because Tank is going to force him to fight.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
me
what
here's,
say
we've been
this.
so
saying.
Go
here's the
ahead in
thing,
the
though, right?
building. Hold on. Let it in the building go. Go ahead in the building box.
My thing is with that, y'all keep forgetting Floyd was an offensive fighter first before he became a defensive fighter. He used to
Right.
knock cats out
That's true.
before his hands got hurt. So then he became a defensive fighter. Shakur is fighting like the defensive side of Floyd because Shakur, he does have the skills that can do it, but he backpedals too much. He get himself out of range for them
Range.
counter
Right.
punches, for them counter shots, and that's
Right.
what be hurting him. Because when he do land the counter punches, it don't have nothing on it because he's too
Right.
far back off where his power ain't landing. And then once he do get the confidence, once he see like, okay, I got this guy where he need to be, just like he fought the last guy, Paddock, whatever his name was, he started hurting him once he feel he was comfortable. Oh boy, they had nothing for him.
Yes.
But when he come
Yes.
to
Exactly.
Tank, it's gonna be a whole different story with that. Tank gonna make sure he's not comfortable the whole fight.
At
He's not gonna be
all.
comfortable.
All right, I got
That's
somebody
only
new on the
downside.
panel. Shout out Cash Crypto.
Nigga Cash is good.
2 cents. What up? What up? What up,
And
panel?
Cash Crypto, hold on,
Look,
I'm gonna let you
Cash.
get your 2 cents off. Listen, if you haven't already, be sure to punch that like button. And if you new here, punch the subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. That's the next stop, but the ultimate goal is 5,000. And make sure you punch that like button and subscribe button. You can support the channel by hitting the Cash App or hitting the Super Chat. Panel is full, so you can call in to the number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Cash Crypto, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I just came in late, really, so I just hear. I don't really got nothing to say about the Shakur shit, man. I mean, let these goofy niggas have their opinions. Once I hear people say shit like Shakur got a higher IQ than Tank, you just know that motherfucker don't know what the fuck they talking about, man. Highest display of IQ is setting people up in traps and knocking their ass the fuck out. Shakur ain't doing
Thank
that
you.
shit against. He not doing that against weak opposition. You see Tank doing it against everybody. You know what I mean? No matter what level, the higher the level go, he's still setting niggas up and getting the fuck out of there. So the IQ conversation is dead to me. You know what I mean? That shit. This is done. I don't even want to talk about that shit.
And to be honest, I don't really even think Bud believe that shit. I just think he got to go with the side that he on right now.
No,
To
I
be
think Bud
honest,
believes that wholeheartedly.
Now
But
you
okay,
man,
you
hell
seen you
no.
seen the interview with Bud Paid where they asked Bud where Bud's like, yeah, I got Shakur, but he's like, but well, it ain't 100%. That's just a nigga saying, Shakur's my nigga, but he really knows what's gonna happen in that fight because Bud got skills. Bud kind of got skills, not on the level of Tank, but he got skills, but he got dog, and Bud
not
knows
on the level of Tank.
Yeah.
he can't really Bud can't really. He can't really give Shakur a plan to beat Tank because Shakur will not initiate like Bud. He don't got that dog mentality. And to beat
Yeah.
and able to beat Tank, you got to fight. You got to be able to fight because you're gonna have to hurt that nigga and get his respect. Shakur, he just fought a damn plumber, and this nigga didn't even have an Indian rug burn on his face. Like, nigga, that is not gonna help you. That's not gonna keep you. It ain't gonna work, man.
That's what I
It
said.
ain't gonna work.
Well, I'll
Like
just
So
respond
let
to
me
Cash because
let me just respond about that whole Floyd
Hold on,
Mayweather.
y'all. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Todd Drakeford with the $5 in the super chat. She says convo is on fire. Minus hacker.
Hold
Thanks
on, real
2
quick,
cents
hacker.
for going
I
live.
gotta
Shout out
I
Todd
gotta
Drakeford.
Hold on
I
real
gotta
quick.
echo what Ty said.
Hold on.
100%.
First talk. Hold on real quick.
Go
It
ahead,
can't,
finish up,
What's the
I
Cash.
reach
got one more
difference
thing
between
real
Shakur and
quick.
Hold
Tank?
on, let Cash finish up. Go ahead,
You
Cash.
got it's kind of silly to compare these dudes to Floyd, but if you are gonna compare one of them to Floyd, it's gotta be Tank. He'll use like Floyd, he'll use multiple defenses throughout the fight. Long guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He got he'll even use the shoulder roll. He'll use so many different defenses throughout the fight. That's why he's switching up the looks on you. Shakur, all he does is try to stay away from you. He's nothing like Floyd. You can't even
I
compare
got
that nigga
Shakur
to Floyd
beating Tank,
on
and
any
Hold
level.
on,
Shakur
let him
got
I
more
mean,
finish.
get out
IQ
your
Hold
than him.
on,
emotions,
Rich.
nigga. Get
Let
out
him
your
We
emotions,
know,
finish.
Rich.
boy.
We know,
Get out
Rich.
your
We
emotions,
know.
man. Get out your
Nah,
emotions.
I got him because I
So
was
let
quiet,
me
bro,
respond
man.
Hold
I
real
ain't
on,
quick.
want to
let
say
him
that slick
finish
ass
up. Go
gangster
ahead,
shit to a
Cash. Hold
phone.
on, bro.
You
Hold
ain't
on.
tough.
Cash Crypto,
Man,
finish up.
emotional ass men, man. They can't be quiet for a second,
Nah,
man.
you ain't
Go
tough,
ahead. You can
nigga. You
get it.
keep saying that shit through the phone. Talking
Go
about
ahead, little
goofy nigga.
mama. You can get it.
All right, so here's the thing, right? So
Soft ass
when you
nigga.
want to compare Shakur to Floyd, right? Let's remember some
For
things.
sure,
Right?
absolutely.
Floyd Mayweather went to the Olympics, right? He got a bronze medal. He felt like he got robbed. He cried at the Olympics. Shakur went to the Olympics, got a silver medal. He felt like he got robbed. He cried at the Olympics.
What's the
One
point of it?
parallel. That's one parallel
That
alone,
ain't
right?
Man,
that,
that's the
Wait.
dumbest shit
Let's
I've
no,
ever heard.
that is
talk about
not
it, y'all. Hold on.
You just
Let's
talk
talk
for the
about it. Let's
sake
talk
of
about
it.
it. Okay, you guys are saying Floyd knocked shit out in the lower weight classes, right?
Stop the cap.
So wait, you always saying Floyd Mayweather was knocking shit out in the lower weight classes, right? Shakur is also more aggressive in the lower weight classes as well. At 126 he was more aggressive. 130 was more
No, he's
aggressive.
not the same. That's not the same.
It's a parallel. So
It's not. It's not
let's talk
parallel.
about it.
Not
When
exactly.
it comes to
Not
hand
exactly.
injury, they both had
Man, that's
had hand
let me
injury.
ask this
Let's
question.
talk
Let
about
me
these
hold on,
things.
brother.
Hold
When it
on.
comes
Let
to
me get this super
defensive
chat.
wizards,
Let me get
that
this
why they
super
both have
chat.
a
Shout
very high
out to
defensive
Big
win.
Dog Willie with the shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says Tank D riding is amazing. Damn, put a saddle on
Man, that
mine.
nigga that
Shout
was
out
just
to
on the
Big Dog Willie.
riding like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay, can I
they have
respond to what?
many parallels towards them.
Can I?
Tank
That
and
nigga
Floyd don't
let
have
me
the
hold
same
on. Let me just
parallels.
ask this. Let me ask this. I just want to ask this, please.
Huh?
Let me just ask this question. What is the reach? What is the reach ratio? Because let me just throw this out there for those that don't know, right? If you look up Floyd Mayweather and look at who he fought, 9 times out of 10, he had a 1 to 2 reach inch advantage in a lot of his opponents. Same thing with Terrence Crawford. That's what hurt Spence. Reach is a big deal in boxing. That's what gets ignored. But let me just throw this out here. What is the difference in the reach between Shakur and Tank? For those that don't know, I just want to hear if y'all know.
Tank has shorter arms than Shakur.
No, that ain't what I asked you. I said, what's the difference?
I don't know their
I
reach.
know you don't know because a lot of stuff you talk you don't know. So I'm asking is what is the actual difference?
What's the answer?
It's a half of an inch.
Okay. And
So
what's the
when
point?
you say so, what I'm
the
trying to
fuck
say
is the
is
point?
a lot. Hold on, listen, Shakur. Listen, when he was fighting at
weird as
130,
shit.
listen, I fought. Listen, I bred pit bulls
Wow,
for
nigga.
20 years. The dog that make the most noise usually be the one that you end up getting rid of. Let me tell you something.
Wow, nigga.
What happens is my name is Sports Heaven, brother. I'm not your nigga. Listen,
Wow, nigga.
yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm not trying to get in all that foolishness on
Hey, come on,
internet.
y'all. Relax. Go
Yeah, all
ahead.
that dumb talk,
Come
man.
on,
Look,
man.
Go
Let
ahead,
them
man.
talk, Rich. Let them talk, Rich. Relax.
Oh, what happened? Oh, you too.
so what I'm getting at is this: when you at one, let's take Shakur 126, 130. When he fought Valdez, everybody keep talking about Valdez. When you got your opponent beat by 1 to 2, maybe even 3 inches, sometime you can go ahead and step back and control. Shakur is a master at distance. Haney is too on some levels. Difference is Shakur know his role. Haney sometimes he get caught up in the fantasy and he'll try to mix it up with you. Now Shakur, he not gonna do that. That's why he boring. He gonna stay within his reach. But now he's moving up. Now his reach is slowly dissipating. That's why when he fought Santos, he ran the whole fight. I don't want to say he ran, but what I'm trying to say is that distance, he couldn't control the distance. So to make it safe, he stayed out of the way. What makes Tank special is, and this when you talk about foot speed, Tank is a athletic young brother. He is a superior athlete. Shakur is not a superior athlete. So when you say technique, Spence won a lot of fights because he had the reach advantage. When he fought Bud actually had the reach advantage on Spence. And Bud is a superior athlete and he's a dog. Tank is an athlete and he's a dog. That little half-inch reach you're talking about, like the one man was saying, he was accurate. As the fight go, he did the same thing with Mario Barrios. That reach advantage, he cuts into it. If you can't hurt him and keep him back some, he's gonna creep. And one time Shakur's gonna jump back, his head is gonna be on the line, and he's gonna get clapped. And the question is, how is he gonna respond when he gets hurt?
Damn, crazy work.
Yeah, all that sounds good, but I
We can
don't
talk
understand
about
the
Floyd
point.
because hold on, Floyd,
I didn't understand the
Floyd was
point.
good at.
Hold on, let me get
Hold
the
on,
super chat. Let me get the
defense.
super chat.
You get.
So let me get the super
Go
chat.
ahead,
Shout
sister.
out to NHA2 with the $2 in the super chat. He says, I know Tank's girlfriend be mad with all these ninjas on his eggplant.
Homosexual
Shout out
talk.
to NHA2.
No bullshit.
That homosexual talk is killing America. Let me say this. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be quiet. Let me just say this and
Hold
be
on, let
quiet.
Sports Haven finish. Go ahead.
Let me just say this. I'm gonna fall back. When we talk about great defensive fighters, we're talking James Toney, Evander Holyfield. You're talking about guys, Joe Frazier on a level. You're talking about guys that but even Floyd on a level, you're getting to somebody that's bobbing and weaving. They angling their body. They using angles to avoid getting hit. Shakur has not proven that. Just because he do it against somebody that got cotton hands and can't
Very
punch,
true.
that's different.
Yeah,
Let me
I
let me
agree a
say
lot,
this,
and
right?
I
I'm.
mean,
So
stat
let
wise,
me
it's
Hold
say
on,
this.
not that
hacker.
different.
Hold
So
on. Can I want to respond to what Cash Crypto said earlier because again, I'm picking Shakur to win. It's not because I didn't. I'm not one of these people saying he's got a greater IQ. I'm saying that just defensively. But yeah, defense and fight IQ aren't always the same thing. So I agree on that, and I agree that with what Sports Heaven said that what I'm picking him to win, but that's just a guess. I'm questioning whether he's been successful because he's bigger. He was bigger than guys at 130. But Tank's not a big 130 35er. So yeah, no, I agree that IQ Tank is very good. So yeah, but it goes both ways. Tank hasn't fought somebody as defensively obsessed as Shakur, and Shakur hasn't fought somebody who will pressure him like
So
Tank.
let me
So
ask you
yeah,
this, brother. Let me ask you this because out of
what
all the
up? Go
Shakur
ahead.
people, out of all the people that I've heard that pick Shakur,
Hold on,
because I said it was
I'm not a
50.
Shakur. I'm not a
Well,
Shakur
I don't want to
person.
call you a fan, but where I disagree with you is Bivol is not levels above Shakur. Bivol just got dog in him. But what I want to ask you this is this right
Yep.
here, and this is yes or no. When you say he's so defensively sound, let me ask you this: has Shakur showed anything that his defense is deep? Like, does he really show you that he's so defensively sound? If you're being honest.
His stats.
No, and I
His
no, and
stats for
I've
sure.
I've mentioned that on this very show. I've said that I question whether he can go levels above where he's at right now.
So you really can't question Shakur's defense because he's proven it, right? And it's facts. It
Not
shows,
really.
and it's facts because it shows,
Well, what's
on the
defense,
stat
brother?
reports. With
What's
that
Anyway,
said,
sports heaven. Did I answer your question?
with that
Yes,
said,
sir. You did a great job answering, and thank you. Now, brother, what's defense though?
Thanks,
When you say it's
so
been
with that
proven, what
said,
is defense?
I
thanks, brother.
also came up here earlier, right? And I
Oh, I
gave
see.
this huge, 15-minute talk about Shakur's
No.
offense. But that went in one ear and went through the other. So
No,
so
I'm
I
asking
did.
you now. Give me an example of defense.
And then obviously Shakur's a master of
No,
defense.
no, no. That's not what I asked you, brother. I asked you
We
give
talked
us an
about his
example.
listen
he's
again.
not a master of defense. He's
Listen,
a master of distance, man.
dude, I
Talk
came up
about
here and I explained what
Explain
Shakur
it
does with his
now.
defense. So Shakur, he stays in the pocket, uses his
What the
reflexes, he
fuck?
makes you miss, he
he don't
makes you
stay in the
pay.
pocket. What are you talking about, man?
100%. He takes the step back game, which is his bread and butter. He used that to control distance, right? So we all know Shakur's good at
What is
that.
Shakur's
We
reach?
all know Shakur's stats. Dude really gets hit. So it's a fact that his
What's his
defense is
reach?
up there, right?
What's his reach?
I would have to
Yeah,
look that up on BoxRec to tell
Well,
you.
what's Tank's
I'm not
fight
reach?
gonna
the
know.
opposition that he's fighting.
I'm not gonna
No
know
way,
these guys'
not gonna see
stats 100% off my
Well,
head.
I
I
mean, you're
gotta look
talking a little
things up.
bit, brother. You're
And
coming up
so
here like an analyst, but you have nothing to analyze to tell us.
you're telling me I have nothing to analyze when I'm telling
No,
you.
you're telling us. You said you don't know.
You asked me about his reach, right?
Right, and that's comments
So
you should be
what?
able. That's the first thing you
You
should be
think I'm
looking
gonna
up,
know? You think I'm gonna know everything
brother. When
100%
I
about
look at a
Shakur
fight, the
without
first thing
research?
I looked up, 2 cents pick Terrence Crawford. I linked with Spence a little bit, but guess what? The night of the fight, getting that last couple nights of the fight, I
Let me
looked
ask you
into
a
it.
question.
Hold on. I looked at the reach advantage. Anybody that's been watching boxing or keep up with boxing or bet on boxing, the reach is one of the first things you look at. The reach.
Listen, that's a stupid question to come up here and
That's
ask
a
people.
stupid question.
What's somebody's reach?
Rich,
You
What's
think
the
Rich,
you
your
think you
mic
caveat?
think
and
The
camera.
everybody's
caveat
Hold
to
on,
gonna
it.
know
hold on, Rich. Your
100%?
mic
What's
and
the
camera
ball
not
You
rate?
supposed
think
to be
the
on
person is
again.
gonna know that 100%, right?
Come on, man.
Some people they gotta go to BoxRec to look these things up. So
Brother.
that's a
So are
dumb
you
question
saying
to
that you
ask.
don't look at the reach when you look at a fight? You don't look at who got the
I've
most
seen
reach?
Shakur's reach before, but I forgot. So I would have to go back to BoxRec to
Let me ask you
verify
this:
again.
when you pick a fight, do you look at the reach advantage?
Of course, you look at the reach.
All right, then. So that means that. So I mean, make
But
up
you
your
think,
mind.
but you
Who got the
think, but
reach
you think
advantage?
I'm gonna remember? You think I'm gonna
Who got the
remember?
reach? Yeah, I would think you
Out
do.
of
Who got
all,
the
out
reach
of
Shakur
all
has
the
a
advantage?
reach
boxers,
advantage.
out of all
Obviously,
the
Shakur has a
boxers in
long
the
hand.
war, you
But
think I'm gonna remember the reach of
Shakur gonna have
every
to reach.
single one of them? I
Let me ask you
researched.
this: how many fights have Floyd went into when the opponent had a reach advantage on him?
When the
Brother, I
opponent had
don't
a reach
care.
advantage
Don't
on
ask
him.
me stupid questions like that.
That's not a dumb question,
I would
bro.
have to
That's not a
research
dumb
that. No,
question.
that's a dumbass
Let me tell you
No,
question.
something. John Jones, listen, John Jones
that's
is the
not a
Listen,
greatest
dumb
MMA
question.
fighter of all time,
ask
but John
anybody up
Jones has
here
the
that
best
same
reach
question.
advantage.
Ask anybody up here that same question.
Anybody that fight, listen,
And
anybody that keep up with fighting, the first thing you should be looking for is reach.
listen, you ask anybody up here that same question and see if they have an answer for you.
Well, that's a good point you're making, brother. That
All
lets
right,
you know a
I
lot
so
mean,
about the
let me
Tank
man.
let me
has
let
a reach
me
advantage.
let
He
me
doesn't
let
have a
me
reach
let me
advantage most times.
Shakur
You know that.
has a half-inch reach advantage on Tank. Tank's reach advantage is 67.5.
Hold
Shakur's is
on.
68. Moving
Yeah,
on.
Shakur has a
Hold
longer
on, y'all.
arms.
Let
I
me
don't know
get
why
this
you guys
super
keep
chat.
asking
Shout
what
out
the
to
exact reach
Big
is.
Dog Willie
And that's not a
back
big
again in the
reach
super
advantage.
chat with the $5. He says Tank D riders been riding hard this week that their booty holes are
All
sore.
this sexual talk, all this
Today is the
I mean,
this
Tank
really, what
D
is going
homosexuality.
rider
on?
Like niggas,
holiday.
man,
It's
niggas be saying
Let
the
crazy.
them
most
be
gayest shit.
delusional for the day.
Right.
LOL. Shout
They just
out Big
females.
Dog Willie
They
for the
That was a
undertone
wild
gay
ass super
talking
chat.
comment.
like
Thank
some real
you.
Why
females.
Big
you always
Dog
gotta
Willie said
resort to gay
$5
shit,
for
bro?
sexual harassment on the panel. That's wild.
You got
Here's
a panel full of men and a couple
You
of
gonna send a
sisters.
sexual text like
Right,
five?
that's
Explain what
crazy.
you're doing.
Yeah, man, that's disrespectful.
Crazy part is Big Dog's a gynecologist. I don't even know how you got dick on your mind, my nigga. Like,
Like I said,
Yeah,
a wild
Right.
ass
that's
statement, man.
crazy.
doing that, bro. Like that
Oh
shit
wow.
weird, bro. You
Oh
always gotta
man.
report to
Y'all
some
funny up
homosexual.
here. Y'all funny.
Teach you
But I
are
want to
very
say
consistent
this.
with your
I want to
analysis
say this
of
one last thing. I want to say this last thing. So when it comes to the Shakur and Santos fight, right? Obviously, we know Shakur had his
man,
hands,
we don't want to hear you making no fucking excuses
and
for these
he
niggas,
had
dog.
to
Enough about
justify that
Shakur.
fight.
Let's get to these
So
fights today, man. Fuck
You know what
Shakur, man.
Shakur's edge in that fight was?
Man, why we even talking about this brittle
Shakur
hand,
had the
soft ass
psychology.
dude that don't want to fight
Shakur
nobody?
had the
Oh,
psychological
talking
edge
about
in
the
that
fights
fight.
tonight.
So
Hey, you calm
again,
your ass down,
bringing up
Teach.
bringing up that Santos card is like, I don't know what point y'all are trying to make.
man. Did Shakur get the life alert for his hands yet? That's all I want to know.
Don't worry.
He's only going to need it for 12 rounds
Yeah.
against
Tank's
Tank.
gonna need a lifeline when he fights Shakur. That's all I know.
The hacker, you pick whoever
His
Tank's
hands
fighting,
hurt for 9
you pick
rounds.
against them. You pick against them no matter
I
who
swear,
Tank
I
fights.
didn't know he converted to a Shakur fan from a Devin fan, but I guess
You
after
got like both fighters. You
Bro,
don't
that
have to like one
nigga
fighter.
just anti-tank.
I like both of those guys.
Anything that anybody say about
Man,
Tank, bro, he
Boxing
just
Hacker
gonna argue
love
the
Tank.
shit.
He can't wait to
Hey,
watch this
I
Roach
don't
fight
hate
tonight.
Tank.
He
I
been
don't
talking about it for
understand.
months.
I just call it
I'll
how
tell
it is. I don't know.
I'll tell you what
why
I'll tell you what Boxing Hacker loves. He loves to just be the contrarian so that he
I'm
can
not
talk the most.
contrarian. This guy,
absolutely.
Can I
Yes,
ask
you
you?
are. Yes, you are. You
ain't.
hog the spotlight.
no,
All you do is
not. I'm not contrarian.
Hey,
Who's the
more
better
calm.
fighter? The fighter. Let me ask y'all this: who's the better fighter? The guy that Tank fighting tonight, or the guy that Shakur fought a couple weeks ago?
You talking about the
Well,
alleged?
you'll say Lamar Roach.
Lamar
Lamar
Roach
Roach was
for
champion.
No,
sure
I
is
asked.
a way better
Right.
fighter
I'm
than
glad somebody
Tank.
said it.
Yeah, because Lamar Roach was a champion, right? You probably
Like,
say
he
that.
has more experience.
Although,
And we can keep it
Lamar
like
Roach
Two
does
Cent said.
everything better
We
than
can keep
Padley.
going down the list. We can keep going down the list of the level of the difference in competition that
Sports
Tank
Seven.
has fought
Let
compared
me
to
remind you
Shakur.
of something, right? Pacquiao fought a lot of Floyd's competition and beat him way better than Floyd did. You remember that? He beat a lot of
oh
fighters
my
way
god,
better
let's
than
not go
Floyd.
into this.
The day
Please.
Floyd and Pacquiao got in that ring, Floyd outboxed him like almost every single round. So
So
just
Yeah, but
because
everybody
who
that
that
little
was
triangle theory we're trying to create doesn't really work in boxing, bro. It never
Okay,
really
no,
Nobody
does.
trying to
Hacker.
create no triangle theory.
Or create
Hacker.
I
like,
didn't say nothing about a
if he
triangle.
fights
I just
better
asked you who was the
opposition,
better
therefore he's
fighter.
gonna beat him. No, it doesn't really
Hacker,
matter.
there was
It
a
only
I
matters
mean,
what
that's
happens.
what
Hacker.
they're like essentially doing.
Yeah.
So don't act like they're
It
not
only
doing.
matters what happens when they get in the ring. Doesn't matter who they fought.
I'm
Don't
just
matter
asking who fought the
what
better
their.
fighter, brother.
It doesn't matter.
It don't.
Like,
Okay.
if you want to be real, Shakur is a multi-division unified lineal champion. What are we talking about? There's no
But what does
comparison.
I'm
that
not talking
mean, though?
about
Like,
belts.
if we really want to be real,
But what
I'm
is
not
it
no
though?
being
How
real
much
is
Tank
weight
won,
does that really
Tank
hold
won
when the
a belt
nigga
at
came up at
130,
top
dropped on the
rank?
scale, and won the same belt back.
Calm
What are
down,
we
little
talking
nigga.
about?
Calm down. Calm down. How
Like,
much?
if you
All
guys
these
want
belts, the belts talk. That shit is nothing because the nigga came up
only
at
at
top
one
rank.
every weight class Tank
Shut
is
up
in,
for a minute. You
the
like you
belts
is
don't matter.
ratchet
Every weight
black
Hacker,
class
let
man.
him
Tank
Calm
started,
talk.
the
your
Let
ass
him
belts matter.
talk.
down.
Roy Jones
Calm
won
your
the
butt
heavyweight
down.
championship, but he definitely wasn't getting in the ring with Lennox Lewis, bro.
Man,
Let's leave
we
Roy
don't
out
Or
care
of
Mike
about
this.
their
Tyson.
Lewis,
resumes.
Roy Jones
At the
didn't.
end of the
Roy
day,
Jones didn't
these
fight.
two need to fight each other, and that's the
Let's
bottom
leave
line.
Roy out of this.
No, I brought Roy
I
up,
agree
sister.
with
The
you,
reason I brought Roy up is just to say when we start talking about belts, and I respect it on a level because belts is supposed to mean something, right? I respect it, but I'm not trying to do a triangle theory. I'm just getting into who's fighting the fight, the tougher fighter, which gets into who is going to be able to make adjustments in the fight. When you're fighting guys that's close to your level, then you have to make adjustments. But when you're fighting guys that's not on your level, you don't have to make adjustments. Then when you finally get into a ring with somebody that's on your level, you have to make an adjustment. But here's the catch. Not only do you have to make an adjustment on a fighting level or on a boxing level where you don't have a reach advantage against, now you have to deal with a guy that actually can knock you out with one punch or even set you up.
I mean, that's a
Yeah,
valid statement for
I mean
sure.
that's
But the
great,
thing
but
is, the way I see it is, Shakur still beats everybody on Tank's record, and
Yeah.
yeah, I
and
think
vice
so too.
versa. Tank beats everybody on Shakur's record. So that's the way I see it.
That's what I always want to talk about because, like, at the end of the day, that's just fantasy matchups, right? We don't know what happens when some people step in the ring,
That's true.
But yeah, like it's just like to me, this is a skill thing. Like there are things that Tank does well. He sets traps really well. Tank knows how to leverage his punches really well to create knockout potential. He does it really well. You know, like people always think Tank is a hard hitter. Tank is just a very accurate hitter. That's why he's able to knock people out. It's not about him even punching hard. It's just he's
All right,
very
hold on.
accurate
We
and
got a
he does
new
leverage.
panelist. Shout out G. Hold on, Boxing Hacker. We got a new panelist. Shout out GM on the panel.
What's up?
What up,
I
bro?
just wanted to. Can I just give my 2 cents real quick?
Yes, what you
So,
got, sir?
regarding what Boxing Hacker you just said, bro, you said something like, it doesn't matter who Shakur fought, right? That's what you said?
So to clarify, I said that if you
Yeah, he
remember,
just a yes or no, bro.
Yes or no,
let's just
Boxing Hacker. Just yes or
yes, it
no.
doesn't matter who they fought. Basically, that's
Okay.
when they fight each
Okay,
other.
all right. That's
Now
what
let me
you
ask
want
you
to know.
this,
Go
because
ahead,
y'all
Jim.
keep like repeating these stats, like in all this defense that Shakur do, but like when he just fought Padley, his plus or minus went up a whole point. You feel me? Like his shit is inflated as hell. If you actually look at his opponents, you got people like Chris Diaz landing 22% on him, and Oscar Valdez landing 22%. And to go to I forget who said it, what's the name point, but he was talking about reach. Like Oscar Valdez had the best success against Shakur. Mind you, obviously Shakur won. Clearly, he whooped his ass. But like he had the best success, and the man had a 66-inch reach. So when you look at Shakur's resume, was very important is who he fought. All this defense talk is cool, but the man had a 10 plus or minus against Oscar Valdez, bro. And Oscar Valdez is trash. Like when we talking
That
about
is
who
true.
he beat. Like Oscar Valdez is his best win. And that man
That
ain't
man
beat
cooking.
nobody.
Let me ask you a question though, right?
Hold on. Chichi's cooking.
Hold on,
Let
hold
that nigga
on. You
cook.
finished, Jim? Go ahead, Jim.
No, that's it. I was just saying, like y'all, when you
Keep
gotta look at the
cooking. Keep
man
cooking,
reach. You
Jim.
gotta look
Keep
at
cooking.
Oscar Valdez reach. He has a 66-inch reach. Y'all can say that they're the same height, him and Tank, but that man was closing the distance on Shakur, hitting him with clean body shots. Shakur said he almost threw up in the corner over one of them body shots. Like, bro, come on.
Okay,
If
so here's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
I'll give you just simple thing.
No, let
All
him
right,
finish. He
GM.
ain't giving us
He
nothing.
just finished. GM. Here's the thing, right? Oscar Valdez was also a champion 130. They were both 130 campaign there. Valdez was a champion. Okay, I want you to look at
Okay, shit.
Pitbull Cruz. I want you to look at Frank Martin, right? Tell me what was their plus minus when they fought? What do you think? Do you think they landed more than on Tank than Oscar Valdez did on Shakur?
All right,
When
since we comparing defense, I mean,
oh, go
which really
ahead.
is irrelevant.
No, I mean if that's what you want to bring up, I mean we're talking about two fighters, right?
Yeah, but I'm
And
not comparing
Oscar
Shakur's
Valdez was a
defense to
champion,
Tank's defense. I'm
and
not
the two
comparing.
fighters I brought up are two contenders.
Okay, I'll answer your
Never a
question.
champion.
I'll answer your question.
Go ahead.
Frank Martin 14 plus or minus, bro. Oscar Valdez, 10 plus or minus. Chris Diaz, 15 plus or minus. Joey Gonzalez, 13 plus minus. Jamel Herring, 11 plus minus. Bro, look at the man's resume, bro, and go really look at his shit. The man has
what about
a
Pitbull
39
Cruz?
plus minus versus
What
Yoshino,
about
bro.
Pitbull Cruz?
Well, he's a good fighter. Pitbull's tough.
Yeah.
He was a good fighter. We say that now, right?
But you
when he came
realize
on,
that
y'all didn't know who he was.
you realize
good fighter then. No, he was only had one loss.
stylistically, you realize if Shakur were to fight Pitbull Cruz, he would have the same
trouble,
roughly the same struggle as he did Valdez,
absolutely
bro.
not.
As he did Valdez.
Cruz,
he will.
He tried to fight Pitbull. Remember what Pitbull said?
I don't give a fuck if he ducked, bro. I'm saying if he fought Pitbull Cruz, that's the same style, bro. You realize that, right?
I keep telling you guys, these fighters know each other.
Well, let me ask you this, since you know so much.
A horrible style matchup for Pitbull.
Let me ask you this?
Pitbull will lose
so much.
every single second of that round, of all 12 rounds.
So let me ask you this, since you know so much. When Ryan Garcia, he took everything that was given to him because he wanted to fight. He wanted to be great. He wanted to prove that I could beat this dude.
Sure.
Why didn't Shakur do that? Why did Shakur, want to try to negotiate and want to try to make it as balanced as he could?
I love this question.
No, you ain't got to tell me you love it. I just want you to answer it.
Yeah, so let me answer it for you. One thing you have to remember: the door is always open for Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia technically supposed to fight before.
No, brother.
And Ryan because it's important.
Ryan pulled out. I want to know why Shakur didn't do what Ryan did. I don't want to know what. Don't give me why Ryan did it.
Those opportunities like Ryan was. He was never given the opportunity. Like, you had Leonard Ellerbe always say, "Hey, we want to fight Ryan. We want to fight Ryan." You then when Leonard Ellerbe was asked about Shakur, he said, "Oh, that we could do that for later. We don't need to do that right now."
What I'm saying is, brother.
Negotiate.
Brother, you are a master at that's why you like Shakur so much.
Me a question,
You're
right?
a master at
the reason why there's nothing for him to give.
You're a master at
offers on the table for
him. Let him talk, bro. You can't keep talking over everybody.
Go ahead.
What I'm just simply saying is that, and Floyd did the same thing with Oscar. What I'm saying is, and it's sad that we try to compare Shakur to him. What I'm saying is this, brother, is that I'm not a Ryan fan, but I'm I respect Ryan. What I'm giving is just saying is when you want something, regardless of anything, you go into the fire. He went into he said basically, I'm going to your house. Whatever you say, I'm gonna do it because I want to fight you. So what I'm trying to say, brother, is why when the conversations, because I don't know these guys. Maybe you do, but from my understanding is Shakur. There was conversations out there, and Shakur. It was talks about Shakur wanted more money. He didn't want to go along with this. Devin did the same thing. He didn't want to go along with that. They wanted to try to make it like they was the A side. Why didn't Shakur do what Ryan did to get the fight?
Okay, good question. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Hold on, let me get this super chat. Shout out Big Dog Willie back in the super chat once again with the $2 in the super chat. He says, "Did you know Tank can KO a prime Hagler and Ali?" Shout out Big Dog Willie. All right, go ahead.
Damn, y'all let GM get off. I want to ask him a question.
Go ahead, GM, where you go?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? When it comes to that whole Shakur, why didn't Shakur
GM came up here and cooked you though, Boxing Hacker, for real.
Who did that?
GM just came up here and cooked you.
I didn't hear what GM said, but look.
I guess I could ask the other fella the same question.
Yeah, Sports 7, you have to remember one thing, right? When Floyd accepted things from De La Hoya, they were in negotiations. When Ryan accepted things from Tank, they were in negotiations. Shakur and Tank have never made to negotiations, not once ever. The door has never, and in fact, Tank.
How are we gonna negotiate? Listen, we finna squash this. We're not even about to talk about this. Hold on. Listen, because we're not about to do this. Box, you're gonna take us down a rabbit hole. If I call you and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm looking to do," and you say, "Nah, I'm not looking to do that." That's as far as we're gonna go, and we're gonna move on. So there will be no negotiating. There will be no sending no contract. It won't be any of that.
Nobody ever said that happened.
Shakur Stevenson said they contacted him, and obviously when they contacted him, whatever the situation was, it wasn't time to move forward with anything. So
Exactly.
everybody
So
just
and
went
Shakur,
went about their business.
so Shakur talked about this too. So Shakur also
And
talked about this
yeah,
on Twitter Spaces. He
he just
said that they told him they weren't ready to make that fight, that they will circle back next year, which is 2025. That's what
Okay.
Shakur. So if we want to base off what Shakur said, this is literally what Shakur said.
But that's a lie. That is
So
a goddamn
why
lie,
y'all believe
Boxing
one part
Hacker.
of what Shakur said? And now it's a lie. When I'm saying the whole thing. That
Because the facts do not align with what Shakur said. Loma had
what
just backed
facts? What
the,
facts are we talking
Shut
about?
up and let her talk,
fact is,
nigga. You like a
Loma
goddamn.
had just backed out. So how, when he's scrambling for an opponent, is he not ready for that fight right now?
Okay, I'll say it again. And it's not only him, because Del Santos team also said that Tank's team reached out to them and they said they decided not to go with them either. So when we say that Del Santos team said they wanted the Tank fight, and Tank team said no, and they ended up going with Lamont Roach. Shakur said that, hey, they contacted me, but they said they wanted to ready to make that fight, and they said that they'll circle back next year. And that's why you always say Shakur said the fight's still gonna happen, because he said, according to what they said, according to what he said, they never gave him any kind of offer to say, hey, we're gonna circle back.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't even understand what everybody keep talking about this
No,
for.
but there was no offer of anything. And when you say something,
it was no offer.
And when you say like, oh, they wanted something different than what Shakur wanted, Espinosa never even said that.
Yes, he did. He said
no,
they
he
wanted
did, because
he
Shakur
wanted
clarified
a
this.
multi-fight deal.
The funny thing, Shakur clarified even what Espinosa said on Twitter Spaces.
Man,
as
I don't
well.
want to argue about this, bro. It's
No, but it's what
been,
Shakur
it's
said.
already been.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker. So we're going by what Shakur says, right?
First person perspective, yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. That's what's up. So Shakur also said he sent Devin a contract. Is that true?
Shakur said he sent Devin a contract. When did he say that?
But way before, when he supposedly sent Devin that contract in the club or wherever they was at, and there was nothing there. Is that true?
Remember, he was sending the bottles with the signed contract.
But I think he was just joking about
No,
that.
no. That's what he said, right?
That's what he said. But he was literally joking about that.
True.
I mean, obviously,
they
were at a club or they were at like some kind of day party. You know, so like they were outside. There was no contract.
She just cut you. She just cut you.
Anyway,
no, but
guys,
at the end of the day, he spoke precisely about this thing.
All right, Fight Sports, what's up? Give your final 2 cents.
Nothing really. I think I've talked about the fight as much as I can and given my thoughts as to why I picked Shakur to win. But hey, Tank wins. It's a close fight either way, and I just hope we see it. Anyway, thanks for having me on 2 cents. Peace out to the channel, and hope to be on in the future. Cheers, guys.
Shout out. All right, the prelims about the fire. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Dion with the $4.99 in the super chat. He says it's been a great boxing conversation today. I'm about to prep and watch the prelim soon. Salute to everyone. Shout out Dion for the $4.99 in the super chat. What time the prelims start, y'all?
He says about to start, so that means
they started 6. I'm about to step off too. My 2 cents, great conversation as always. Obviously, we're all gonna disagree when it comes to Shakur and Tank. I just don't see what anybody sees in Shakur. I don't think he has defense. Jumping back is not really defense to me. As somebody else stated, he does keep his head on the line when he in fact jumps back. I think if he wants to prep for a fight like Tank, he does need to fight a power puncher, maybe a Rolly, a Ryan, or even a Pitbull. Other than that, he's going to sleep. All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right, Ty.
Shout out, Ty. Thank you for coming up on the panel.
I'll go ahead and go.
All right, Cash Crypto, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, about this whole Tank Shakur. I'm starting to not care for the fight because I already see that to me, it seems like Shakur don't really want to fight, honestly. And I know what's going to happen in the fight. So, shit, it is what it is. Hopefully tonight we got some good-ass fights. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, I'm going to chop it up with y'all next time.
All right. Y'all can join me again tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. I just hopped on here for the pop-up. Was only supposed to be on here 1 hour, but y'all see what happened. Let me get the super chat real quick. Shout out to Big Dog Willie back in the super chat. Once again, huge supporter of the channel today. Shout out to Big Dog Willie for the... wrong one. $5 in the super chat. He says, take a maniacs on the panel and chat. Have fun riding tonight. Hold on tight. I'm sure it will be a smooth ride. Keep riding and enjoy the fight tonight. Shout out Big Dog Willie.
You know, he's a clown, man.
Yeah, Big Dog Willie something else, man.
Yeah, wild boy.
All right, Boxing Hacker, give your final 2 cents. What you got for the show?
Man, salute to you, 2 cents, and the panel chat. It's always great chopping up with you guys. You know, one thing I will say though, nobody mentioned this. Tank has been shooting down that Shakur fight for a minute, and nobody has used that to say, "Oh, Tank doesn't want the fight." I find that pretty interesting. But hey, I guess it's team blame Shakur. I guess But regardless, like I said, for me, I understand. It's a difference of perspective. Y'all feel like Tank can knock him out, maybe, and it is a possibility. But I still think Shakur is gonna end up outboxing Tank. As far as the fight cards, I'm about to go watch it myself. So everybody have a good night, and we'll chop it up later, guys.
All right. In the building, Boxing. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
My thing is, I don't think Tank is ducking nobody because at the end of the day, he say he cracked everybody he sparred with, including Shakur Stevenson. So my thing is, what's gonna make him do anything different when he get in the ring with him in a real professional fight? When he duck and run, he duck and hide. But that's my thoughts on it. Thank you, 2 cents, for having me on.
All right. Shout out in the building, Boxing Sports Heaven. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
No, I just want to say, keep up the good work, sister. Love to everybody on the chat. I think it's a great fight. Like this was a great conversation, and I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the Tank Davis tonight. Y'all have a good night.
Great Sports Haven.
All
I want to ask
right.
a question. Quick question. So, let me end this. Great panel, 2 cents. You came up for a pop up, and we ended up going a few hours. That just means you're gaining eyes, man. So, man, congrats on the new fame that you're receiving. With that said, everybody came up, gave their perspective about the fights, gave good opinions and all that. I gave my opinions on Shakur's defense and his offense and all that good stuff. And I just want to ask this question with no pushback, obviously. I just want to know who on Tank's record, Sports Haven, has beaten Shakur. And that's it.
I'm saying good night, brother. Y'all have a nice night.
All right, Sports Haven.
All
right, Rich, close us out. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
2 cents, man. I think this gonna be a good fight right here. We're gonna see Tank technique in this fight. I don't really think it's gonna be how people think it is. We're gonna see all that technique stuff. Cause Roach gonna bring it out of him. That's all I ask, man. It's gonna be a good fight. All right, be safe.
All right, thank you, Rich, for coming up. I want to thank everybody that came up today and gave their 2 cents. Join me on the panel. And hold on. Yesterday, I received a Cash App right when I got off the show. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But shout out to everybody that came to the show today. Shout out to everybody that supported in the Cash App. I really appreciate it. This was just a quick pop-up live just to come on here and chit-chat. Because I ain't seen nobody was live today in this fight day. Tank versus Roach. I hope everybody getting prepared for the fight, getting their fight parties together, getting the food together, getting the music together, getting the drinks and the games together. And this is how big of an event it is when Tank fights. Regardless if he's fighting the best competition, the least competition, it's a day, it's an event. It's a time when people get together. It's a time when people get to watch and be entertained by the sport of boxing. Is your favorite fighter doing that for the sport of boxing? But listen, if you don't want your host cussing you out, all in the videos, kicking you out, timing you out the chat, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.